with the newest Gator All-American.
Thomas, first of all, congratulations on the All-American honors. That is super cool, and to see your name on several of those different lists, and I know it made all of us proud.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Tell me, what have you been thinking about this week?
I've been thinking about winning these 2 games, moving on. I think you can't look past Prairie. They play a pretty scrappy brand of ball, so we need to go out there, limit turnovers. It's going to be a good test for us, to see how strong we are with the ball after being a little loose with it last week in Nashville.
Yeah, did you guys spend time on that this week, and how do you spend time maybe getting more tight or value the basketball a little more?
Yeah, I think the thing with turnovers is just like mental. I feel like it was super mental with us last week, and this week, we have it in our mind that we're going to be more strong with it. So I think it's turnovers just comes down to being mental and playing more strong with the ball. I think we had that problem earlier with like TCU and stuff like that, but then we came back and we addressed it. And we had like 7 turnovers average in like an SEC player or something like that. So, it's all about the mental and stuff like that.
What was the kind of the feeling between you and your teammates after last weekend? Was it a blip on the radar? Did it cause alarm? How did you exit Nashville, I guess?
I was pissed off. I was mad. Obviously the SEC tournament was something I really wanted to win again, to bring that trophy back. It means a lot, and, it obviously is it's good momentum to have going into this March. But, I feel like we have even more momentum now that we lost. I think this team kind of lit a fire underneath us. We had some really physical and tough practices this week. We got back to, just being who we are, and, we were, not coasting our way, but the practices have been, a little lighter and stuff like that, and making sure we stay away from injury and stuff like that in the season. But, this week we really got at it. So I think it's been a good test. It's gonna, we see how this team responds next couple games.
Think back, what's the difference here between this week a year ago and this week now for you?
The difference is we're in Florida. That's a big difference. I think it's going to be a home crowd. Where were we? Raleigh last? There was a good amount of crowd there too. But yeah, I feel like we put ourselves in the chance to be the same spot we were last year. We were the number 4 1C2 last year, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So we're back in the exact same spot. We just need to go in there and just take care of business like we did last year.
Yeah, but this time around you're the defending champ. There is something to that, right?
Yeah, we do got that on our backs now. Teams are going to be wanting to knock us out just like we knocked out UConn last year. But yeah, that's 100% true.
And with that comes some more attention too. Obviously for you individually, the accolades that you've accumulated now over the last couple of weeks, and the focus on you guys as being the champs going into this tournament. What did you learn last year about dealing with media and distractions that maybe can serve you well this time around?
I think after we won the SEC last year, everybody's picking us to win and stuff like that. We really weren't forgotten anymore. But I think this year we can use that as motivation again this year. People aren't, after we lost that game to Vanderbilt, I'm looking at all the guest pickers and stuff like that. You see us 1 or 2 picking us to win it, but it wasn't like it was last year. Everybody was picking us to win. So I feel like I'm going to use that personally as motivation. I feel like our team should do the same thing.
Are there any teams you'd like to have another crack at? Because they're out there in the field, Tommy.
Yeah, you know who I want to have another crack at. Vanderbilt for sure.
9-4. There's Tommy Houck of the Florida Gators yesterday during the warm-up session as the Gators were able to operate at Benchmark International Arena in Tampa, Florida. Kevin Winter with you with the Tower Hill Tip-Off Show. Tip-off for the Gators and Prairie View A&M is now just inside 30 minutes away. Sean Kelly and Lee Humphrey will have the call of our game coming up. Florida, the number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament for the 4th time overall, and for the first time ever, back-to-back number 1 seeds. We do know the winner of our matchup in this 116 showdown in round 1 will get the Iowa Hawkeyes in round 2 on Sunday. The only question is what time, and hopefully we'll have that at some point later on this evening. Coming up next on the Tower Hill Tip-Off Show, we'll take a trip around the college basketball landscape on day number 2 of the NCAA tournament. Yesterday, there were 5 higher seeds that all advanced out of round 1. What was in store today? We checked the college basketball scoreboard, day 2 of the NCAA tournament, as we counted down to the Gators and the Prairie View A&M Panthers in round 1 of the tournament across the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Hey,
greets the Good Greek Spiro, and I'm proud to announce that Good Greek is a proud supporter of Florida Gators basketball. The Gators have a long tradition of winning, and they just made another great move by partnering up with the Good Greek. Be a part of the winning team. Simply dial ** Greek from your cell or go to goodgreek.com. Good Greek Moving and Storage, proud sponsors of Florida Gators basketball.
Good Greek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers.
Publix is here for all your tailgating needs. Publix can keep you chomping and cheering for your Gators from the tailgate to the O-Dome. Dig into our easy-to-share Publix sub platters. Grab an order of hot chicken wings from the deli and savor some sweet treats from the Publix bakery. Remember to pick up all your tailgating favorites before tip-off at Publix, the official supermarket of the Florida Gators. Select items require advance notice.
This is Gators basketball from Learfield.
See, it just means more. But what is it exactly? It's the fans, the students, the traditions, the legends. It's passion to celebrate deeper, reach farther, think smarter, make an impact off the field. It's that intangible thing that happens when 16 schools raise the bar as one. Because in the SEC, it just means more.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
International Arena in Tampa, Florida. We're going to have Gator basketball tonight. The Gators and the Prairie View A&M Panthers in round one of the 2026 NCAA tournament. It is a 1-16 matchup. Only twice ever has the 16 seed knocked off a number one. Florida, by the way, enters tonight's game as the largest favorite in round one out of all the games that were set here in this year's NCAA tournament. As for the entire landscape of the season, think about the ride this Gator basketball team took us on during the year. The losses to Arizona, Duke, and UConn left the Gators at 5-4 entering mid-December, and then victories in 21 of their next 23 games, including that 12-game winning streak entering last Saturday's semifinals of the SEC tournament before the Gators fell to Vanderbilt. This Gator team epitomizes the definition of playing as a team.
Lob for the rim. Alley-oop dunk thrown down by Condon. Assisted from Fland above the three-point line. The top of the arc for three. Ooh, got it. Savion Lee with his first three of the game. And the Gators go up 69-54. Got it. There it is. The bench is going crazy. Ryu's got his first point of the career. Shoveled it back and stole by Fland. 2-on-1 to the other end. Dunked with the right hand for Boogie Fland. Rebound. Chinulu back up with a left hook to score, and he's fouled. No way. Wing right for three off one bounce. He just missed. Dunk follow by Chinulu. Double-double. Skips off the rim. Rebound Chinulu. Back up and in. Second chance bucket for Chinulu. He's got a double-double, 10 points and 14 rebounds. Inside to Sherrill, who slipped the screen. He's blocked right against Chinulu. Shoves it out to Philon. Philon left of a high ball screen. Still dribbling on the left wing. Trying to elude Chinulu. Stays with him. Handshake Chinulu. Throws off the paint, out to Reitzel, 6 to shoot. Reitzel, now guarded by Chinulu up top. Reitzel, step back, traveled with it, shoots, missed an air ball, shot clock violation, and a travel all at once. And it was all Ruben Chinulu guarding two different Bama guards. Just give us Ruben, Sean. Under a minute to go. Cooper get it down for three up top. Berg! Cooper Josephsberg nails the three. In his career, he was 0 for 1. Kicks back to Irby for three. Good from up top. Dumps it to Klobuchar. Corner three. Good. Irvine at the top of the arc. Going to loose. Three ball. Good off the dribble. Klobuchar's fifth three-pointer. Got it up the floor. Lobs to the rim. Out. Alley-oop dunk thrown down on the break. Found a house wing right. Attacks the rim. Lay it up and in. And one. 99. On and sinking. up strong and scores. Alex Condon is the 58th member of the Florida 1,000-point club. Picks it up top of the Kegel's backdoor. Alley-oop lay-in for Thomas Houck. So that gives Houck now over 1,000 career points. 1,001. He's the 59th member. Ingram into Ryu. Down the line, and he dunked it with two hands. On a dive cut, Ryu's got his first field goal and a dunk. This place is going nuts.
Been a lot of fun this season for the Florida Gators, 26-7, but now the second season begins tonight. Kevin Winter with you on the Tower Hill Tip-Off Show. Count down to round one of the NCAA tournament between the top seed of the South region, the Florida Gators, and the 16th seed Prairie View A&M Panthers. Will tip it off just over 20 minutes from now from Tampa, Florida. Coming up still, we'll hear from head coach Todd Golden as to how the Gators rebounded and will rebound this week after the loss to Vanderbilt on Saturday. Up next, a trip around the college basketball landscape. Pretty much the evening session, first round of games are in the books. There'll be still 4 more games to come. We're one of them. Closing in on the end of round 1 of the NCAA tournament. Gators and Prairie View A&M Panthers coming up from Tampa. This is the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Gator Nation, what an incredible year it's been. Your Florida Gator basketball team are national champions, and our partners at Dreamfinders Homes are celebrating their own big win as the 2025 National Builder of the Year. Dreamfinders Homes is creating beautifully designed communities across Florida, from Jacksonville to Orlando to Tampa. With great interest rate incentives and move-in ready options available now, there's never been a better time to make your move. Visit dreamfindershomes.com today and start your home search. Dreamfinders Homes, built for Florida, built for Gators.
If an insurance company is there to sell you insurance, shouldn't it also be there to service it with real people? At Florida Farm Bureau Insurance, we're here to help. We're focused on your specific needs. That's why we have local agents working for you in every county across the state, offering competitive rates and fast, friendly service. It's more than insurance. It's the kind of treatment you deserve. Find a local agent at ffbic.com to set up your free, no-obligation insurance review. Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best. Proud to support Gators Athletics.
This is the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Calling all Gators, students, alum, and diehards who bleed orange and blue. ViStar Credit Union and UF Athletics are teaming up to earn you more green. Sign up for the ViStar UF Gators credit card and get up to 20% off select Gators home game tickets. Plus, you can get a $150 bonus and up to 3% cash back on purchases when you use your new card. Whether you swipe at the swamp or tap around town, earn more. Visit ViStarCU.org to learn more. ViStar Credit Union. Go Gators. Get cash back. Federally insured by NCAA. Bonus offer subject to eligibility. Terms and conditions apply. Visit ViStarCU.org for full details.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
Kevin Winter with you on the Tower Hill Tip-Off Show across the Gator Sports Network from Learfield, closing in on tip-off between the Florida Gators and the Prairie View A&M Panthers in the 116 matchup out of Tampa, Florida in the South region. Let's give you some updates of games going on. Purdue is just blasting Queens in a 2:15 matchup in the West. Purdue's up 98-60. They have under 3.5 to play in the ball game. St. John's is a 5 seed in that loaded East region. Right now they lead Northern Iowa 73-50. There's 3 minutes left to play in that ball game. St. John's will move on, and that means they await the winner between Kansas and Cal Baptist, which will start in the evening session just like us. The good game going on. UCLA started to pull away now in a 7-10 matchup in the East region. UCLA with a 63-51 lead on UCF. There's under 4 to play in that ball game. Still to come, I mentioned Cal Baptist and Kansas. You have a 2:15 in the East Region out of Philadelphia tonight. UConn in Furman. The final SEC team to play will be Missouri and Miami. The Missouri Tigers, a 10 seed in the West. Miami gets a 7 seed. They're playing in St. Louis. They will tip coming up just about 40 minutes from now or so from Enterprise Center in St. Louis. As for the SEC right now is sitting at 7-1. The only loss was yesterday when Georgia, no pun intended here, got dog-walked by St. Louis last night. All the other teams in the SEC have been victorious, including today, Kentucky needing an Otega-Oweh 3 at the buzzer to send their game with Santa Clara to overtime, and the Wildcats survive 89-84. Meanwhile, this afternoon in Tampa, Florida, Game 2 of the afternoon session, Alabama taking on my alma mater, the Hofstra Pride, and Alabama was in a tussle in the first half.
Here comes Bama the other way. Phylon working through traffic down lane, off the window and in, and Bama leads it 37-35 with 34 seconds remaining.
Chris Stewart with the call, the Crimson Tide Sports Radio Network from Learfield. LeBaron Phylon, 29 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. Alabama led by that score at the half, 37-35. And in the second half, Alabama just put you-know-what. They just took Hofstra behind the woodshed, 90-70. Alabama is moving on. So the Crimson Tide will now get Texas Tech, because earlier in the first game of the day in Tampa, Florida, Texas Tech, a 5 seed, beat Akron 91-71. It was a 5-point game at the half, and then Texas Tech blew out Akron in the second half. Tennessee was a winner today in a 6-11 matchup out of the Midwest region. Tennessee got 29 points, 9 assists, and 3 steals from Jacoby Gillespie, and the Volunteers end the fun season of the Miami of Ohio Redhawks, 78-56. Miami of Ohio finishes the year at 32-2. Florida, Prairie View and A&M, the final spot in the second round in the South region. Iowa has beaten Clemson tonight, so the winner of our game will get the Iowa Hawkeyes on Sunday. The rest of the South region all had their games yesterday, which means they will play tomorrow for the right to move on to the Sweet 16. Among the matchups, Vanderbilt in Nebraska in a 4-5 seeded matchup. Virginia Commonwealth will take on the 3 seed Illinois. VCU last night rallying from 19 down to stun North Carolina in overtime. And the final one, the 2 seed in the South, the Houston Cougars will face the Texas A&M Aggies, a 10 seed. Texas A&M beat St. Mary's handily last night. So that means 2 schools that are separated by about 2 hours apart will fight for an opportunity to play in Houston in the Sweet 16 next weekend. Florida would love to be there as well, but you got to start in round 1. Coming up next in the Tower Hill Tip-Off Show, we'll hear from head coach Todd Golden as the Gators open defense of their NCAA championship with Prairie View A&M in round 1. That's next across the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
This season, Gators men's basketball is proud to partner with GFL Environmental, serving Florida's communities with reliable waste solutions and industry-leading service. GFL proudly supports municipal partners across the state, including Gainesville, Jacksonville, Ocala, Orange City, Orlando, and Tavares. At GFL, they understand every community is unique, and they're committed to delivering the highest quality environmental services to each one. Learn more about waste services in your community at GFLENV.com. GFL Environmental, official sustainability partner of the Florida Gators.
What's up, guys? It's Thomas Houck with men's basketball.
Puts his head down, spins with a dribble, right side of the lane, to the rack, and a 2-hand dunk for Thomas Houck.
One full behind the scenes access to everything Florida Gators for free. Check out Gators Plus and experience your favorite Gators athletes and teams like never before. Head to floridagators.com/watch and check out shows like Car Wash Convos, Road to Game Day, and Gator Life, as well as fan favorites like This Is the Swamp, Gator Boys, and Blue Collar Baseball. Check it out today and support your favorite Florida Gators.
This is Gators basketball from Learfield.
To aim higher, to go faster, to push further. It's what elite athletes do, and UF Health is built from that same DNA. We don't just treat cancer, we advance breakthrough therapies. We don't just perform heart surgery. We invent procedures used worldwide. Like top athletes, we believe human progress has no finish line. UF Health, a national medical center for Team USA.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Hey, it's the Good Greek Spiro, and I'm proud to announce that Good Greek is a proud supporter of Florida Gators basketball. The Gators have a long tradition of winning, and they just made another great move by partnering up with the Good Greek. Be a part of the winning team. Simply dial ** Greek from your cell or go to goodgreek.com. Good Greek Moving and Storage, proud sponsors of Florida Gators basketball.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Kevin Orchard with you on the Tower Hill Tip-Off Show across the Gator Sports Network from Learfield, inching closer and closer to tip between Florida and Prairie View. A&M, want to give you one update. We're keeping an eye on Philadelphia, the 10-7 matchup where UCLA's lead is down to 7 over UCF, 63-56 with 2:40 left to play in that ball game. The Florida Gators, last time out, lost in the SEC semifinals. They lost to Vanderbilt, and they lost kind of handily. They had a bad weekend, 32 turnovers in the win over Kentucky, and then the loss to Vanderbilt, 32 turnovers combined. How do you clean it up? How do you move forward? Short time ago, the coach of the Gators, Todd Golden, with the voice of the Gators, Sean Kelly.
Kevin, thank you. The long wait is over, Coach. You're a number 1 seed, and you begin defense of your championship tonight. Of course, we don't really reflect on last year a whole lot, but you're back in the same situation that you were a year ago.
Yeah, we're obviously incredibly excited to be here. When we get to this time of the year, it's just amazing how quickly the season goes by. It feels like yesterday we were out in Vegas playing Arizona to start the year, and just really proud of this group and what we've been able to accomplish this year from top to bottom in our program, and to put ourselves back in position to be a 1 seed after our start is really special, and excited to see what we're able to do.
Coach, what was your week of preparation like with the team?
Well, we were able to get back to basics. I think after our loss to Vanderbilt, it was a kind of a good calibration of sorts for us, and just making sure we realize what we need to be our best, and a big part of that is take care of the basketball, and then we did not do a good enough job with that in Nashville, and that was the main focus for us. So we practiced pretty hard and with great intent in that regard, and while trying to maintain our level defensively and on the glass.
I'm curious, how do you retool that or refocus on that? Something that obviously is an organic type miscue.
Yeah, well, we definitely coached it pretty hard and addressed issues when they showed up. And again, I think you're going to get better in the areas that you spend a lot of attention and time on. And we did that this last week. And again, to balance, because we guarded decently well against Kentucky, just okay against Vandy. We rebounded really well all weekend, so we didn't want to lose any of that as well.
Coach, your frontline guys have been the backbone of this team all year. How does that serve you in tournament play as well, where it's now uncommon opponents?
Well, I think our ability to have a high floor all year will serve us well, and a big part of that is relying on our front court, to be productive and kind of be the focal point of our offense, and especially in a tournament setting, where you don't know what kind of basketballs you're going to have. Shooting in pro gyms takes a little bit of a time to adjust, and our ability to get to the rim and finish from two effectively, should benefit us tonight.
Coach, tell me about Prairie View A&M. The Gators haven't seen them in a number of years. You obviously have not coached against them.
Well, I did in my San Francisco days. Yeah. So, known Coach Byron Jones for a while. He's a very good coach. Actually, I think he was a Globetrotter back in the day, with little known fact for everybody. But they're an old team. They have 6 guys, I think, that are seniors. A couple of them are graduate players, aggressive scorers that, they really can get to the basket. They have multiple guys that are going to put pressure on us that way. So we got to do a good job guarding our yard in isolation situations. Things that benefit. They like to play fast. I think that helps us. And they have not been a very good rebounding team. So we got to exploit them on the glass tonight.
Coach, what's the difference between fast and being sped up?
Turnovers, miscues, not executing properly. It's a fine line, and I always tell our guys, I want us to play really fast, but not in a hurry. And we'd been doing that for quite a while. As I said, we regressed that way last weekend, so we got to get better that way. But when we're at our best, we're flying it up, playing fast in transition, and taking advantage of those odd man opportunities that we produce with our defense.
Coach, is there a player on their team that garners more attention than others?
Well, Horn obviously is a guy that scored, shot the cover off the ball and scored really well. I think he's averaging about 23 points a game this season. So he's a guy we're awfully concerned and mindful of. Wells, their four-man, can spread us out and shoot it, so we got to be thoughtful of that. And, the other guys are good, team players and playmakers, so we're got to do a good job running them off the three-point line. We need to do a good job defending them without fouling. They're a team that is willing to take mid-range jump shots. That's something that we like to hear. We just got to make sure we can contest them well and make them miss.
Here's to a great start. Thank you. Good luck.
Thanks, Sean.
Kevin, back to you.
Sean, Coach, thank you very much. The time for talk is over. It is finally time to play some basketball. Sean Kelly, Lee Humphrey have the call. It's the top seed in the South, the Florida Gators in Prairie View, A&M in round one, next to the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
You can't file a claim for a Gator loss, but if your home or business takes a hit, Tower Hill is ready to respond. Tower Hill Insurance has helped Floridians bounce back from losses for over 50 years. Fast, accurate, timely, because when life gets stormy, service matters most. Tower Hill Insurance, designed for Floridians by Floridians. Find your local agent at thig.com, providing peace of mind since 1972.
Okay, let's see. Spring brings?
Flowers.
Nope. Oh, allergies. Nuh-uh.
Oh, deals on the entire Toyota lineup at the Ready, Set, Go event.
Bingo.
Get $1,500 in loyalty cash bonus on a new Toyota Tacoma or Tundra Hybrid. Offer valid through March 31st, 2026. Offer entitles current Toyota truck customers to $1,500 loyalty cash bonus on the retail purchase or lease of new Tacoma or Tundra Hybrid vehicle. Cash may be used only towards a down payment or capitalized cost reduction on the new vehicle. See dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
This is the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Calling all Gators, students, alum, and diehards who bleed orange and blue. ViStar Credit Union and UF Athletics are teaming up to earn you more green. Sign up for the ViStar UF Gators credit card and get up to 20% off select Gators home game tickets. Plus, you can get a $150 bonus and up to 3% cash back on purchases when you use your new card. Whether you swipe at the swamp or tap around town, earn more. Visit ViStarCU.org to learn more. ViStar Credit Union. Go Gators. Get cash back. Federally insured by NCAA. Bonus offer subject to eligibility. Terms and conditions apply. Visit ViStarCU.org for full details.
Aw, shucks. The game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear. Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
The following is a Learfield presentation of the Gator Sports Network.
This is Florida Gators head basketball coach Todd Golden, and I'd like to thank these major partners that bring you this radio broadcast of Gators basketball: Meldon Law, UF Health, and Wells Fargo. Now, here's the voice of the Gators, Sean Kelly.
Okay, let's do this. It's time for the NCAA tournament. The defending champion Florida Gators are at 1 seed, and tonight they'll take on a 16 seed in the Prairie View A&M Panthers. Hi again, everybody. Greetings from Tampa with Lee Humphrey. I'm Sean Kelly. Steve Egan is alongside as well. A large congregation here in the home state of the Florida Gators. Great to start the tournament here in Tampa. Great for the Gators to be back in this position and a chance here to begin title defense tonight. One step at a time. It begins here with the Panthers of Prairie View A&M, who are 19-7 overall on the year. They won the SWAC tournament, won 4 straight games to get into the first 4, and have advanced here to play the Gators by beating Lehigh 67-55. Meanwhile, Florida has won 17 of their last 19 games, but are coming off of a loss semifinal Saturday in Nashville at the SEC tournament, losing to Vanderbilt 91-74. But the Gators, champions of the SEC, and at 26-7, are again one of the 4 1 seeds. Good to see you, partner. Good to be back here. Time to dance. It's the best time of the year.
No better place to be than right here, Sean, in Tampa to kick off NCAA tournament defense.
It's a situation here where the Gators are heavily favored tonight, rightfully so. but yet the Gators still think they have to do some things to get right in order for the competition that's coming down the pipe.
Guys, disappointed coming off of the Vandy loss. We did not look ourselves all weekend in Nashville. Tonight we have a chance to get right. Want to see it start with a turnover, Sean.
Yeah, last two games, 32 total turnovers. The win over Kentucky, the loss against Vanderbilt. Three-point shooting also took a dip. Are they related in some way?
I think so, because we never looked fluid on offense. We couldn't get out and attack and transition like we're accustomed to seeing, and because of that, we were less efficient.
But yet, the resume speaks for itself. The Gators are rightfully seated and in a good position.
We had an incredible season, especially in conference play. 12-game win streak where we averaged over a 20-point margin victory, and we were really rolling.
All right, keys to the game tonight for the Gators.
It starts with our energy. We've got to come out and we've got to do what we do well. We've got to dominate the glass like we have all year, dominate the paint points, fast break points. We do want to limit Prairie View from the three-point line. That can be an equalizer when a team is going for an upset. So if we defend the three, take care of the paint, and take care of the ball, we should be in good shape.
All right, we'll track those keys as we go along here. Obviously, last year this all started with a win over Norfolk State. The Gators won that game easily, but did not play well in the second half. I don't know if the Florida Gators got bored or what. They can't do that tonight. This is their tune-up game for a meeting hopefully on Sunday against the Iowa Hawkeyes, who won the game prior to us, eliminating Clemson. Let's get to the starting lineups. Are brought to you by Wells Fargo, official retail bank of the Florida Gators. The Gators just introduced here to what is basically a home crowd. Yes, there's a smattering of fans otherwise in the South Regional here, but it is dominated by orange and blue, and there's not an empty seat here in the building. We'll start with the lower-seeded Prairie View A&M Panthers. Their head coach is Byron Smith. Dante Horn, Corey Wells out up top for them. Horn's coming off a 25-point game, 20.3 points per game during the regular season. Lance Williams, a Baton Rouge native, is a 6'1 senior. He'll be playing on the wing. Elijah Mitchell, 6'5 sophomore from Roanoke, Virginia. Hassan Diallo, a 6'8 junior from Atlanta, Georgia. And Corey Dunning, 6'9 senior from Lafayette, Louisiana, averaging just 1.3 points per ball game. He's a transfer from Xavier University. More on their roster in just a moment. The usual starting five for Todd Golden and the one-seeded Florida Gators. Xavier Lee and Boogie Fland at the guards. Fland in his last 7 games, 11 of 25 from three-point range, 15.4 points per ball game. Thomas Houck would like to get back on track. His last 2 games, 16 points per ball game, 1 for 9 from three-point range of the SEC tournament. Alex Condon, also an all-SECer, last 3 games shooting 63%. And then Ruben Chinyelu, 3 straight games now without a double-double that ties him for his longest stretch this season without going double-digit points and double-digit rebounds. Chinyelu, Condon, Houck, Fland, and Lee for the Florida Gators. Our officiating crew tonight from the NCAA, Amy Bonner, DJ Cartenson, and Nathan Farrell. Shane Land is here as an alternate. We're set to go, and the opening tap belongs to Chinyelu and the Florida Gators. Are in the home whites tonight, white jersey, white short, the helmet striped on each side of the uniform. Fland and company shooting at the end to our right. We're underway in the tournament. Fland between the rings here, picked up defensively by Diallo up top. Take the dribble to the right side of the floor. Still looking inside, nothing there. Condon comes out to catch, top of the arc, 10 to shoot. Crossover dribble down the right side of the lane. Running right hook, banked it in. Just a little spinner off the glass, and that's how this one starts. 2-0 Gators.
Prairie View starting, switching all pick and rolls.
Prairie View A&M is 25th in the country in tempo. They love to get up and down. They'll jack up a lot of threes. They go backdoor here and go block to block, and the shot at the rim by Diallo, swatted away by Condon. Loose ball ahead for Fland and the Gators. Haven't seen Prairie View A&M play the Gators in basketball since Lee's team in 2006. To the rack, Fland drives and lays it in. He went left to right.
2 great drives to the rim. Boogie probing off the pick and roll.
Gators second in the nation in points in the paint per game. Already have 2 buckets in the color. Up top, here's Dunning. Drives down the lane, tries to Euro into his shot, shoots, missed it. Rebound for Chinyelu, his first. Solid pass to Fland, quickly up the floor to Out. Out splits 2 defenders, turns, throws out wing right. Lee for 3, long, weak side rebound grab by Chinyelu. Put it to the deck and got it stripped. Horn takes it away. He's their big scorer, and he'll bring it up the right side by himself. Sends it wing right here for Corey Wells. Wells in front of Todd Golden in the Gator bench. Panthers in black jersey, black shorts. Dribble to the foul line, pull-up jumper at the free throw line. Hit the back of the rim, and then pops off the top of the backboard into the shot clock for a dead ball. So still 4-0 Gators, and we're just getting started at 18:23.
Ruben moving his feet well, cutting off Wells, forced the free throw line, pull-up jumper. It's the exact same shot, exact shot coach wants.
Man defense again for the Panthers. Chinulu pops off the screen here and catches top of the arc. Turns and feeds Lee on his right. He gives a Kana, go high-low into Chinulu. Against smaller guys, turn around right hook, missed it right in front of the rim. Not one challenge in front of him, it was just a flat miss. Williams around a high middle screen, picks it up and backs it out. A reset to Horn in the left front court. Full rip-through move, drives through two, going to the rack, kicks corner right. Three on the way from the right sideline. Back iron, no good. Missed there by Wells. Rebound Gators. Panthers do not rebound well. Houck takes a handoff wing right, attacks the rim, and goes in the front of the rim to get fouled. So Houck will have the first free throws of the game at 17:41. Fouls on Corey Dunning, transfer from Xavier University.
Prairie View looks like they're going to try to pack it into the paint a bit more, keep us away from the rim, even though we've had success getting there. I think they want us to try to take some threes, but our guys doing a nice job driving to the hoop.
First free throw is good. Houck 77% for the regular season at the foul line. The Panthers, all five of their starters are in their fourth or fifth college season. Every single one of them is a transfer from either another Division I or a junior college. And Terrion Joseph checks in for the first time. He only played 9 minutes in the last two games, but he's a high-volume scorer, a senior out of Baton Rouge. And this is his fifth school to play for. Houck misses the second free throw. It's 5-0 Florida. Horn resets up top. Williams between the circles. Moves to his right. Now to get it is Joseph. Goes left of the ball screen. To the left baseline. Jump pass over the top. Missed his man. It's out of bounds. Missed Lance Williams. It's fielded by Todd Golden by the scorer's table. Turnover Prairie View A&M.
Defense has been good. Prairie View 0 for 4 from the field. Turnover. They only have 2 rebounds to our 5.
17-19 to go first half. Condon comes out to take it to the top of the arc. Pitch and catch with lead. Punched in a powerful right-hand dunk. Condon's on the board. It's 7-0. Mercer. They're trapping the right front court. And leaved out to Dunning, who hands to Wells for the Panthers. Back to Horn now, trying to get below the top of the arc. Does. Gets in the lane. Double teamed. Walked with it, no call. Pass to the left sideline. 3 on the way is good. Joseph has the first bucket for the Panthers at 16:48 to go in the first half. 7-3. Lee picks it up, wing right, looks for Chinulu. Has him just above the free throw line. Chinulu, one bounce, and flips it out to Houck. He's going to drive into the paint, stripped and fouled on the right side of the lane. Foul's going to be on Corey Wells, the senior from Murphy, Texas. This is probably a Panther team, maybe with some heavy legs. 4 games in consecutive days to win the SWAC to get in, get the automatic bid. And then the play-in game 48 hours ago. Travel here to Tampa from Dayton. 16 and a half minutes to go in the first half. 7-3 Florida. Playing off the inbound, gives a Condon, who got popped, but there's no call. Condon between the circles, gives it up after 2 dribbles, goes back door to Flan. Flan squares in the middle of the lane, shoots, got it. Knocked down a little restricted area free throw face-up jumper, and it's 9-3. Boogie's got 4 points already, and the Gators are shooting 67%. Something's waiting on both sides. Joseph up top for 3, got tipped, and it goes air ball out of bounds on the baseline. So it'll be Gators ball length to the floor. Klomjar's in for the first time tonight. Same for Micah Hanlockton. Klomjar's got a wrapped up right thumb. A little injury suffered on the right thumb. It's a shooting hand this week in practice. He says it doesn't feel good, but hasn't had an effect on his shooting. We'll see. Land trying to get it to Condon. Does. Left foul line extended. Chest pass to Irby. Squares for 3, angle left. Off the rim, the glass no good. Rebounded by Wells for the Panthers. So Klomjar dating back to last weekend, 1 for his last 5 from downtown. Up top, Horn for 3. Good. Dante Horn, who knocked down 32% of his 3-point shots, cuts it to 3. 9-6 Florida. Flan takes the dribble to the top of the arc, crossover, puts it behind his back, sends it to Condon, high-low inside the handlock. It catches in a crowd. He's under the rim. Goes up, missed a bunny. Ball popcorns away, and Prairie View's got to go to the other end. Fake the crossover. Williams go to the rim. Blocked, erased by Condon right to the rim. Outlet pass to Flan. Flan to the rack, lays it up and in. 11-6 Florida.
Great outlet pass from Tommy off the block. We've got all our points in the paint right now, except for Tommy's one free throw.
Only attempted the 1-3, right, Klobuchar? No, Lee missed one as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Here's Williams, crossover dribble, driving, kicking to the corner. Wells for three, good. So another three down for Prairie View A&M, and it's 11-9 Florida. The Panthers stand right there despite shooting only 33%. Condon left of the lane, trying to back his way to the color. Bounce, turns one way, back the other, lays it up and in with the left hand. Kind of rolled it off the back of the rim to fall.
Let's start the three-point line here, guys.
A good idea. That's all Prairie View A&M scoring beyond the arc. 3 threes thus far as Diallo throws it out to Dante Horn. Horn puts it between the legs, stutter step, pick it up for three. Got another one. So it's the three that's got Prairie View A&M back within one, 13-12. Isaiah Brown's going to check in next dead ball. Klobuchar turns the corner. Gets through two and lays it in. Klobuchar's got his first bucket. Gators lead at 15-12. You've seen the lower seeds push the higher seeds, especially in first halves here in round one. Top, deep three here. Good. Wow, Corey Wells, a 37% three-point shooter, ties the game at 15.
Didn't Sienna hit 10 in the first half against Duke? I mean, Prairie View's on that pace.
Best get out to the three-point line to go. Flan picks it up, angle left, feeds handlock, and throws a skip pass to Houck, sideline left, reset to Boogie. Thought about driving, now retreats a step. 9 to shoot, flips it over his shoulder to Condon, just right at the top of the arc. Collision with Condon, no call. Here comes the weak side slashing Houck. Catches, running right hook is good off the catch. Cleared himself of the paint on the right side and flipped it back up and in to give the Gators the lead at 17-15. So Houck so far with 3 points. And a ball dribbled off the foot, and Condon trying to scoop it up, got stepped on, and he goes down. That'll take us to the under 16 timeout. We got all the way down to 12:52 left in the first half. The Panthers, though, with the three-point shot, hanging around with the fourth-ranked team of the country, a 1 seed. Florida 17, Prairie View A&M 15.
Publix is here for all your tailgating needs. Publix can keep you chomping and cheering for your Gators from the tailgate to the O-Dome. Dig into our easy-to-share Publix sub platters. Grab an order of hot chicken wings from the deli. And savor some sweet treats from the Publix bakery. Remember to pick up all your tailgating favorites before tip-off at Publix, the official supermarket of the Florida Gators. Select items require advance notice.
This is Gators basketball from Learfield.
To aim higher, to go faster, to push further. It's what elite athletes do, and UF Health is built from that same DNA. We don't just treat cancer, we advance breakthrough therapies. We don't just perform heart surgery, we invent procedures used worldwide. Like top athletes, we believe human progress has no finish line. UF Health, a national medical center for Team USA.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids facing unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness and disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Join us in the movement to get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org to learn more. Team Impact. All in, all together.
This broadcast of the NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Championship is authorized under broadcast rights granted by the NCAA through Westwood One. It is intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the NCAA and Westwood One is strictly prohibited. Here on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield, it is Florida 17, Prairie View A&M 15, 12:52 to go in the first half. We're going to have a succession of timeouts coming up, just so you know, because we went a long way before we got a clear dead ball underneath 16 minutes left. So in this long stretch, Lee Humphrey, your takeaways from what you've seen so far?
We've played well offensively. We've gotten to the basket every possession. We only have one turnover that came off a Rubin rebound where he got the ball stripped out of his hands. So we've done a good job taking care of the ball, but we got to defend the three-point line. It was a key coming in defensively. It's how Prairie View can stay in the game. They've made their last three. They're 5 of 7 on the night, and that's why they're still in this.
Florida ball coming out of the timeout. This is the third time the Gators have opened the NCAA tournament in Tampa. Both previous times as a 2 seed. Lee and Klomjar up top. Maybe a little zone here by the Panthers. Klomjar takes a dribble around 2 defenders down the left side of the lane and lays it in. He sneaks to the rim. And the Gators now grow their lead to 4, 19-15. Klomjar's got 4. Here's Horn, top of the arc, trying to work through a moving screen. Throws it back out to Wells at the top. Hand it off to Williams. Williams front court right. Nothing there for Wells. Wells almost ran out of room going to half court to catch it. Wells moves to his left, draws Klomjar on the switch. Behind the back dribble, rises for a jumper. That's blocked by Klomjar. Chinyalu catches it well short of the rim and sends it out to Lee. Lee, right of the arc, throws to the right side break. Klomjar receives it there, and he escalates up around the arc and with a pass to Chinyalu. Hand it off to Lee. Lee can't turn the corner. Chinyalu sinks, posting up, catches, and against a much smaller player, turns and hooks it in. 6'1" was trying to guard the Gator center. Warren catches wing right. This is an ISO play for their leading scorer. Jab step right foot, pump fake. Lee's guarding, spins, shoots over Lee. It's long and rebound on the weak side by Chinyalu. Outlet pass to Lee. Lee attacks the rim. Lobs to the rim. Alley-oop dunk, thrown down by Houck. Now the Gators look like themselves again. It's an 8-0 run for Florida, and we head for a timeout.
7 of our last 7 shots we've hit. Emphatic dunk from Tommy. I love how we're getting out and running. We're not letting Howard's made shots disrupt us.
11:26 to go in the first half. Timeout on the floor in Tampa. Florida 23, Prairie View A&M 15 on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Okay, let's see. Spring brings?
Flowers.
Nope.
Oh, allergies.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, deals on the entire Toyota lineup at the Ready, Set, Go event.
Bingo.
Get $1,500 in loyalty cash bonus on a new Toyota Tacoma or Tundra Hybrid. Offer valid through March 31st, 2026. Offer entitles current Toyota truck customers to $1,500 loyalty cash bonus on the retail purchase or lease of new Tacoma or Tundra Hybrid vehicle. Cash may be used only towards a down payment or capitalized cost reduction on the new vehicle. See dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey Gator Nation, this is Vicki Brown-Werski, Director of Gators Empower Her. As the Bank of Doing and official sponsor of Florida Athletics, Wells Fargo is supporting our student athletes on and off the court with interactive financial health curriculum and empowerment resources. Wells Fargo has a game plan for the full student athlete experience from their first semester on campus through graduation. Learn more about what Wells Fargo is doing to put people and communities first by visiting wellsfargo.com/impact.
Kohl's Spring Savings Event is kind of like sunshine. The deals are glowing, dazzling, tempting to stare directly at in awe. And with prices like these, looking away is a real challenge. You can get 40% off kitchen appliances, teas for just $7.99 and more, plus an extra 50% off clearance. Yep, Kohl's Spring Savings are looking bright. Shop them at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles, offers end March 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Play-by-play of Gators basketball is brought to you by Wells Fargo, official retail bank of the Florida Gators.
Kevin Winter with you inside our network studio. 11:26 to go in the first half. Florida leads Prairie View A&M 23-15. The Gators in the midst of an 8-0 run. Todd Golden and his team hit the reset button a little bit this week as they got ready for the NCAA tournament, coming off the loss in Nashville to Vanderbilt.
I always tell our guys, I want us to play really fast, but not in a hurry. And we'd been doing that for quite a while. As I said, we regressed that way last weekend, so we got to get better that way. But when we're at our best, we're flying it up, playing fast in transition, and taking advantage of those odd man opportunities that we produce with our defense.
And the Gators have certainly done that. Tommy Houck knocking down an emphatic dunk. Something else Florida has done is just own the paint. 20-0 in paint points. Right now, Florida leads by 8. Back to Tampa with Lee Humphrey. Here's Sean Kelly.
All right. Thank you, Kevin. Both teams coming out of the timeout here. This is the third tournament appearance, I guess. I mentioned that earlier for Prairie View A&M. That's their first visit to the Big Dance since 2019. This is a Prairie View A&M team that went 5-27 last year and now find themselves in the tournament. So, tip of the cap to this group of Panthers. Prairie View A&M out of Prairie View, Texas, hands the ball coming out of the timeout. 23-15 Gators and 11-13 to go. And an air ball jumper from Wells at the elbow is fielded by Chinulu out to Lee. Lee pauses top of the arc. Gives it up to Houck, high-low into Chinulu, against 2, goes up strong, scores and 1. 11:01 to go in the first half, and Chinulu already here with 4 points and 6 rebounds.
Our guys are getting out and running hard in transition. Ruben, great job sealing in the paint. We've made 8 of our last shots and going to a timeout here.
Free throw coming for Chinulu. We're trying to catch up on those media timeouts after we went almost a full 8 minutes without a stoppage to start the game. So we step aside one more time here. We'll be back on schedule after this, I promise. 11:01 to go in the first half. And the Gators, for the first time tonight, have a double-digit lead. Florida 25, Prairie View A&M 15 on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
This season, Gators men's basketball is proud to partner with GFL Environmental, serving Florida's communities with reliable waste solutions and industry-leading service. GFL proudly supports municipal partners across the state, including Gainesville, Jacksonville, Ocala, Orange City, Orlando, and Tavares. At GFL, they understand every community is unique, and they're committed to delivering the highest quality environmental services to each one. Learn more about waste services in your community at GFLENV.com. GFL Environmental, official sustainability partner of the Florida Gators.
This is the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
A small business affirmation from Progressive. Bakery owners, you will be loved today. Every pastry will be flaky. Your cake will make a child's day. Your delivery van won't get sideswiped by a distracted garbage truck driver. But if so, breathe easy, knowing you'll get back to business quickly with Progressive protecting your commercial auto. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
I'm Kevin Winter at the UF Health Sports Desk. Only 3 games remain to tip off here in round 1. Kansas and Cal Baptist, Missouri, Miami, and UConn and Furman still to come. Moments ago, UCLA just fended off UCF 75-71. All told today, only 2 higher-seeded teams were victorious. One of them is Iowa. They beat Clemson this afternoon. So now the winner of our game awaits the Iowa Hawkeyes on Sunday. That game was earlier tonight. Back to Tampa Bay with Sean Kelly and Lee Humphrey.
From jerseys to hats and more fan favorites, find everything you need to gear up for game day at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. 11 minutes, 1 second left in the first half. Ruben Chinulu at the line to our right, looking to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Gators up 10, 25-15.
Outside of the made threes from Prairie View, it's been dominant. We've got 24 points in the paint to my count. Now 24 of our 26. I don't think the scorebook gave us credit for 2 of them.
Shame on them. 11-0 run now for the Gators as Chinulu knocked down his free throw. Panthers at the end to our left. Horn receives it between the circles and drives right of a screen, and a foul by Isaiah Brown trying to fight over it. It's the first foul on the Gators. Tyrion Joseph will inbound sideline right. Austin P, Radford, Southern, UTSA, and Prairie View A&M. Those are the schools all attended some form of fashion by Joseph. Condon defending on the left wing. Wells trying to drive into the lane, now peels away, comes out of the three-point line and hands it off to Horn. Condon will guard him. Horn steps left below the break. Releases to Dunning. Dunning drives to the circle, throws a blind shot off the front of the rim as the shot clock was going down. Rebound Brown, and they'll push. Up the right side to Xavier Lee. Back it up to Condon. Condon shooting 63% coming into tonight. Lee's three is no good. And the rebound punched out and out of bounds, and off Chinyelu apparently last. I don't know about that. Nonetheless, Prairie View A&M will inbound nearly length of the floor to go.
About the only stat we need to get on the board is a made three shot. That's 0 for 3 tonight. We're shooting 12 for 17 from the floor.
Maybe I was right about that out-of-bounds play. Looks like Todd Golden and the Gators will challenge here the call on the floor.
Early challenge from Coach, but I'm sure he's got his guys looking. He must be confident in it.
Yeah, Nolan Chris back there with the iPad. Usually in this situation, I think you're right, 10-15 to go in the first half. There's no sense.
The previous out-of-bounds play is under review, challenged by Florida.
They must be absolutely sure that it was off Prairie View A&M last. And we'll get a look on the replay monitor. It's actually going to be a little tougher to adjudicate than it seemed in real time.
Let's get one more look here.
Yeah. And the ball was last touch actually just inside the lane, like down near the right block, and then went all the way to the sideline and out of bounds. So there's a lot of distance after the last touch. We just need to determine who touched last. Gators seem to think that it was Prairie View A&M. Here's another look, or is this the same look?
That's off Prairie View there.
Yeah, I think it is off the right hand of Corey Wells.
Wells sticking his hand through Rubens. Ruben calling quickly for the review.
We have a successful challenge. It will be Florida ball out of bounds with 20 seconds on the shot clock. They keep their timeout and they have one challenge left.
And they'll inbound on the right side of the floor on the offensive end here, up 26-15 with 10:15 to go in the first half. What a great Gators crowd here in Tampa tonight. Lee will throw it in, does so in the backcourt to Boogie Flant. Brown cuts baseline left to right. The pass to Lee is above the arc. Side of the floor. Out of Condon, high low into Chinyelu, caught it just below the foul line. Powers over his left shoulder and gets to the rim to score with ease. That initial move was tough, but then it was a smooth finish.
Moved him out of the way with the pivot.
What's Chinyelu up to now? 7.6 rebounds. Horn comes off the left corner to catch above the near side break. Left-hand dribble toward the baseline, spins to his outside, wants it right back. Gives to Dunning a little pitch and catch. Dunning puts his back to the goal in the left wing. 7 on the shot clock, they're in trouble. Up top, caught by Wells. Wells with 4-3, rises long 3, back iron no good. Condon jumps in front of Brown for the rebound. Outlet pass to Xavier Lee. Lee pauses, keeps the dribble alive on the right side. Now Condon, catch, drive down the lane, banks it in as he took the shot. Got hit and finished. Possible three-point play, foul beyond Corey Dunning.
Alex has had a couple nice drives tonight from the top of the key going to his left. Here finishing with his right hand, and earlier one to the right.
It was a one-point game, remember? And then it was tied, 15-15. Since the Gators have gone on a 15-0 run, have doubled up the Panthers now 30-15 with 9:22 to go in the first half.
We've taken away their looks from the three-point line. They had a couple on kickouts where we overhelped a bit down low. They knocked them down. They also hit a couple tough threes to their credit where they did a nice job creating them and scoring one-on-one.
Free throw on the way is good. That's 9 points for Alex Condon here. That is best among everyone who's played. So 31-15 in favor of the Gators. Williams picks it up, feeds the top of the arc, and Elijah Mitchell. Dribble handoff to his right to Dante Horn. Horn rip through move, trying to step through two. That ball's loose. Condon dives to the deck in the lane and grabs it. From his wallet, outlets through Chinyelu to Isaiah Brown. Brown will slow up here front court right. Condon, of course, is going to catch here and now throws a skip pass wing left. Lee, little shimmy shake, can't shake his man. Give and go with Condon. Now Condon posting up. Catches left side of the lane. Bump, bump. Trying to step through two. Shoots, got fouled. I mean, badly. Ball loose, and the Panthers are up the floor with it. Horn to the rack, lay it up. Tipped by the right-handed fingers of Chinyelu, and cleared by the Gators. Up to Chinyelu on a rim run. Catches, goes up, and scores. Shot block in one end, catch in a lane at the other. Chinyelu's got 9. Diallo from the top of the arc, and Panthers have yet to score here since it was tied at 15. It's an 18-0 run. Mitchell hands it off. Up top to Lance Williams. Brown trying to work over his screen at the elbow, set by Diallo. And then a shove, and Williams picks up a foul here at the free throw line. So that was with 6 on the shot clock. The foul bails out the Panthers, quite frankly. And it's charged to Ruben Chinyelu. His second, Ruben will go sit. Second team foul, beg your pardon. Sideline right inbound here for Prairie View A&M. Into Horn. Horn retreats along the right sideline. Chest pass to Joseph up top. Drives, pushes off Lee. Rustles down the lane. Wild hook, no good. Tip in, miss. And a foul against the Gators. Diallo came in to try and tap it in, and apparently drew a foul on Thomas Houck. That'll take us to a full timeout.
That's Prairie View's first offensive rebound of the game. Only their 6th total. That's how dominant we've been on the defensive end.
They're going to try and end their drought of nearly 6 minutes at the free throw line when we come back. 7:51 to go in the first half. Florida leads Prairie View A&M 33-15. Round 1 of the NCAA Men's Championship on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey Gator Nation, this is Vicki Brown-Werski, Director of Gators Empower Her. As the Bank of Doing and official sponsor of Florida Athletics, Wells Fargo is supporting our student athletes on and off the court with interactive financial health curriculum and empowerment resources. Wells Fargo has a game plan for the full student athlete experience from their first semester on campus through graduation. Learn more about what Wells Fargo is doing to put people and communities first by visiting wellsfargo.com/impact.
To aim higher, to go faster, to push further. It's what elite athletes do, and UF Health is built from that same DNA. We don't just treat cancer, we advance breakthrough therapies. We don't just perform heart surgery, we invent procedures used worldwide. Like top athletes, we believe human progress has no finish line. UF Health, a national medical center for Team USA.
You can't file a claim for a Gator loss, but if your home or business takes a hit, Tower Hill is ready to respond. Tower Hill Insurance has helped Floridians bounce back from losses for over 50 years. Fast, accurate, timely, because when life gets stormy, service matters most. Tower Hill Insurance, designed for Floridians by Floridians. Find your local agent at thig.com, providing peace of mind since 1972.
The home of the 3-time national champions. This is Gators basketball.
With Lee Humphrey, Steve Egan, Sean Kelly back here in Tampa. The Gators lead at 33-15 with 7:51 to go in the first half. Lee, it's an 18-0 run right now for the Gators. That's tied for the second longest of the season. There will be a free throw opportunity here for the Panthers that may stop the Gators from tying their longest run of the year, which was 21-zip in a ball game earlier this season against Merrimack. But we're talking about a Panthers scoring drought that's nearing 6 minutes here since this ball game was tied at 15.
We have been sharp defensively, Sean, keeping Prairie View out of the paint. They had to hit it. They knocked in a few threes early, but they've never been able to get any looks at the basket. They just had their first offensive rebound of the game that's sending them to the three-point line. and
the free throw line.
The free throw line. When you play defense like that, you have big runs.
And let's go back to one of Lee's keys. Turnovers. Limit the turnovers. 1 for the Gators right now.
And that 1 is coming off an offensive rebound where Ruben had it swiped out of his hand. So it wasn't even really a mishandled pass or an error, just some tough luck.
First free throw is good. That ends this 18-0 run and the Panther drought. Second one also in. So 33-17, and now the Gators up the floor with Handlockton back in playing center here for Ty Golden. Handlockton's second run of the night. Will catch her top of the key. Turn looks inside, nothing there. Handed off to Xavier Lee. Lee back to the top of the lane for Handlockton. Bounce pass toward the left low post, deflected out of bounds. It was intended for Condon, but the Gators turn it over, and it's off the hand of the Gators for Alex Condon.
Prairie View went 2-3 zone that possession. They've now shown a couple different zones.
First, I just mentioned the whole turnover thing, and then that happens. Dante Horn here, yet to get on court. Drives to the left side of the lane. Lost his balance. Ball spiked in the paint toward the right sideline. It's tipped in the backcourt and all the way back under the other goal. 6 to shoot. No over and back as the Gators touched it. To the foul line, spinning and then getting tripped is Williams. And talk about a bailout here. Prairie View A&M on a Boogie Flan tripping foul is going to go to the line.
I'm not sure we touched it on the back court right there. No, that's clearly back court. Micah has never touched it.
Never touched it. Todd Golden's asking the same questions. Trying to talk to Amy Bonner, one of our 3 officials, but to no avail. And this is not in the act of shooting, so off the baseline here, Panthers will throw it in. Lee almost intercepted it out near the center jump circle. Williams dribbles to the elbow, pull-up jumper's good from 15. So Lance Williams is the first field goal in a long time for Prairie View A&M. Flan to the edge of the paint, try to go underneath 2 defenders of the pass to Condon, and he's fouled on the catch. So that'll stop play at 6:50 to go in the half. Florida leads 33-19.
Feels like we should be up by more than 14 as dominant as we've been, but Prairie View knocked in 5 threes. We don't have any right now, and a couple free throws.
Fland will throw it into Handlockton, wing right. Fland gets it back, launches a 3, and buries it off the right sideline. So Boogie Fland now 12 for his last 26 from 3. 36-19. Is that the first 3 of the game for the Gators?
First 3 of the game for us.
Double in the right corner. They trap Horn. Does bounce past his way out of it. They swing to Mitchell on the left side. Dribbles the baseline. Pull-up jumper, no good. And a nifty rebound in the paint. Allows for a second chance opportunity. The Horn up top. Shot fake. Drives in the lane. Rainbow teardrop. Way off. Cleared by Handlockton. To Houck. Houck down the lane. Lays it up. Got hit. No. Tip. Follow in. Second chance bucket for Micah Handlockton.
Micah with the volleyball tap, running full speed in transition.
38-19. Allo holding here, angle left. He'll hand it off to Dante Horn, chased by Houck. Goes around a ball screen to the top of the key, Handlockton on the switch. Horn just illegally dribbled. He wasn't sure about whether to shoot, pull up shoot, or drive, and turns it over.
I'm glad they called that one. You see that one
too.
You can't let him get away with that one. I mean, his hand was completely underneath the ball for half a second.
Discontinued dribble. Panthers 1 for their last 10 from the field.
Staying in the 2-3 zone.
Florida's largest lead here at 19. Lee for 3, wing right. Good, he's got another one. New largest lead for the Gators. It's 41-19. And Savion Lee with a 3. Has his first field goal of the game to go along with team high 4 assists. 5:25 to go in the first half. Lee almost had a steal. Horn dribbles to the top of the arc, shoots a long 2. No good, rebounded by Handlockton. Outlet pass to Boogie. Boogie into the paint. Peels off right side of the lane. Flips it over the top to Houck, wing left. Tommy driving, kick to Boogie. Boogie drives to the edge of the lane. Pull up for 2, good. Mid-range cooking now for Fland as well. And it's 43-19.
Great to see those shots going in, Sean.
Now Gators shooting 73% from the field. 2 for 5 from 3. Step back, long 2, knocked down by Lance Williams. Transfer from Xavier in Louisiana, the New Orleans area. Condon leaps to catch left side of the lane. Steps into the paint, reaches around Williams, or Diallo rather, and missed the shot, but he draws the foul. So the Gators will go to the line for free throws 5 and 6 here in the half. And barking over there is Byron Smith, the head coach of the Panthers. By the way, did you know that Byron Smith was the head coach of the Harlem Globetrotters for 2 years, back in the early 2000s?
Wow.
Yeah.
How many? He may be the only coach in Division I with that on his resume. The head coach of the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yes.
What's his record?
I don't know. Well, I heard he beat the Washington Generals most every time. Smith played his college ball at the University of Houston. Klausjar's back in, and so is Ruben Chinyelu for the Gators. Second free throw. Like the first, Condon knocks him down. It is 45-21 Florida. And now Condon will get a breather. And Isaiah Brown checks in for him. So Houck on the floor with Klausjar, Chinyelu, Brown, and Flant. Bounce pass Williams to Dunning between the circles. He gives it up in a hurry to his right. Here's Corey Wells dribbling, spinning, right side of the lane. Shoots on a fade, no good. Rebound secured by Chinyelu, his 7th in the first in a while. He just re-entered. 4:17 to go in the half. Boogie bounce pass to Chinyelu, almost got swiped by Horn. Chinyelu in the lane, drive and kick to Irby for 3. Bang, got him off the left side. Klausjar knocks down his first triple.
Thumb didn't bother him on that one, Sean.
No. So Wells ring right, pump fake, step back 3, can't answer. Klausjar's got the rebound with the Gators leading 48-21. Klausjar up the center of the floor to Flant on the break, and he's fouled, leaping for a layup right side of the rim. That'll take us to the under 4 timeout. Fouls on Corey Dunning. The Gators will be at the free throw line looking to grow what is now their largest lead. 48-21, dominant performance here by the Gators as expected. And so with 3:53, our last official stoppage of play here in the first half. As Kevin Winter mentioned earlier, the Florida Gators involved in one of the last 4 games to be decided in round 1. Kevin Winter joins us from the UF Health Sports Desk. Latest update, Mr. Winter, on tonight's activities.
Well, we're still waiting for one of those games, Sean, to tip off. That's UConn and Furman. They had to finish the UCLA victory over UCF. In progress tonight in St. Louis, Miami leads Missouri 12-10. The SEC, as it stands right now, is 7-1 here in round 1 of the tournament. Missouri and Florida in action. The only loss came yesterday when Georgia got crushed by the Billikens. Kansas leads Cal Baptist 8-5. They played 7.5 minutes of the first half. 12:30 left to play in the first half. Kansas is up 8-5. Everything else is gone final. Yesterday we had 5 higher seeds pull off some upsets. Today, a lot of chalk. Iowa State blast Tennessee State. Purdue blast Queens University. The 2 games in Tampa today, Alabama beat Hofstra 90-70. That was actually a 2-point Crimson Tide lead at the break, and then it wasn't. Texas Tech over Akron 91-71. Tennessee with a win over Miami of Ohio 78-66. Kentucky needed an Otega Owe 3 at the buzzer to tie Santa Clara and send the game into overtime, and the Wildcats will move on to the second round of the Midwest. They beat Santa Clara 89-74. The 2 highest seeds that win today, Utah State with a win over Villanova 86-76. And the game in front of us, Iowa knocks off Clemson, so the Hawkeyes get their first NCAA tournament victory since 2021. We await the winner. Iowa awaits the winner of our game, and yes, I just said that because Florida's in the midst of a 33-6 run. This was tied at 15 apiece. It's not anymore. Gators 48, Prairie View A&M 21. Back to Tampa with Sean and Lee.
All right, Kevin, thank you very much. And a big part of that run and a big part of this half right now is what the Gators are doing in the paint. Not just on the offensive end, but the defensive end as well. It is a 30-0 advantage for the Gators when it comes to points in the paint. I don't know if I've ever, with my own eyes, witnessed a basketball game in which a team did not score anything in the paint in a half of play. There's still 3:53 to go. There's still a chance for the Panthers to score in the lane, but right now it is a 30-0 shutout in that category. Let's go inside this Gators timeout huddle. Lee Humphrey, brought to you by local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Coach probably talking to his guys about finishing out this half clean. You've only got 2 turnovers on the half. That's been an emphasis for them all week. Go into half with only 2 turnovers. Play the last 3:53 clean. Keep attacking in transition, getting to the rim. They can't stop you there.
Boogie Flans at the line to our right. He's looking to add to his 11 points. And his first free throw is good. This is his first trip to the line. And the Gators with that maker, 6 of 7 at the line in the first half.
Shooting numbers are pretty incredible. 20 for 27, 3 for 6 now from 3. We went a long time without hitting the 3. And 6 for 7, make it 7 for 8.
And a very now comfortable lead of 50-21 for the 1 seed Florida. 3:45 to go in the first half. A couple of new players out there for the Panthers, and Flan fouls one of those new guys. It's Joey Madimba, transfer from Idaho State. 2 now on Flans. 8 fouls in the half for Prairie View A&M. 5 now on the Gators. Bounce pass to Lance Williams from the right sideline. Williams now between the rings. Crossover dribble. Can't shake Boogie. Pull-up jumper off the rim for the elbow. Another rebound for Chinulu. It's his 8th. Flan puts it behind his back. Sends a pass to his left to Houck. Dribble handoff to Klomjar. Klomjar retreats front court left. Bounce pass to Chinulu at the top of the floor. Looks away from Brown on a dribble handoff and then stutter stepped as he picked it up and traveled with it. That's the 3rd turnover of the half for Florida.
That was an awkward one for Ruben. I've seen that move before in my son's basketball game. We usually let it go, though.
Yeah, well, not here. I've seen that gym of yours over there. A little loose with the traveling calls. Horn angle left, holds it over his head. Pivots 360, bounce pass to Madimba between the rings. He'll give it up quickly here, and Williams turns around a screen. Pick and pop here, Madimba. Works the dribble to the right side of the lane, steps back, feeds Diallo. Diallo tries from the right side, denied, erased at the rim by Chinulu. Loose ball ahead to Flan. Over the top pass, wing left, catch and shoot. Klomjar missed it. Weak side rebound, Houck. Slipped out of his hands. It goes off the knee of the Panthers. Madimba under the goal. It'll stay with the Gators. A little slippery there, huh? That should have been off Houck, actually. Look at the replay of the camera underneath the goal. No challenge right now from Prairie View A&M. And the Gators inbound here. Got away with one. Over to Klomjar on the right wing. Jump, stop in the paint, shoots, got fouled. He missed the shot. Klomjar tumbled over and pops himself back up. That was a classic 2-foot jump stop in the paint by Urban Klomjar.
Urban's crafty in the paint. We've seen it. In the SEC tournament, his only baskets outside of 1-3 were in the paint.
Yeah. He was 1 for 4 last weekend in 2 games. And then he misses the free throw.
That probably ends his chance to be the all-time leader single season free throw percentage, right?
It's right there. He was right there at over 91%, but that's his first miss in 13 tries. He does get the second one to go down. Made 13 in a row prior to that miss. It's 51-21. Florida up by 30 with 2:28 to go in the first half. Horn catches, not a Mason fresh hit. Handed off, and a drive and a turnover right out of the hands of Joseph. Gators up the floor to Klomjar. Klomjar angle left. Picks up the dribble well behind the three-point line. And through Brown to Houck. Deep pass inside. Caught by Chinulu, and he lays it in. Perfect assist for Thomas Houck, big to big. 53-21. Traffic again in the paint. Panthers have to kick it out. Williams, angle right. Gives it up to the top of Dante Horn. Drives, block left, bounce pass inside and tipped away by Flan. Caught by Chinulu. Up the floor to Klomjar. Klomjar lobs inside, alley-oop lay-in for Houck. He left Mason in the dust. 55-21.
Misdirection from Urban.
It's the most points scored in the first half by the Gators this season. 1:26 to go. Step back three for Horn. Nope. And a rebound in front of the Gators bench by Chinulu. That's his 9th rebound with 11 points. 1:14 to go in the half. Houck jumps out to catch. Left foul line extended. Shovels it to Klomjar with 1:05 to go. Pass to Houck, top of the arc. Drives down the lane. Hangs in the air, lays it in, and he's fouled by Mason. Possible old-fashioned three-point play. Absolute domination by the Gators.
Not much we haven't done this first half, Sean. I mean,
74% shooting. The run now, Lee, is 24-2. One of many runs. Yeah.
36-0 now.
Still a shutout.
And we knew we would be motivated coming off the SEC tournament, and our guys, they've responded.
Back iron, up and in. You know it's your night when that happens. Three-point play for Tommy Houck. He'll head for the bench with double figures in the game. 10 for Houck. And with 1:05 left in the first half, it is 58-21 Florida. Lance Williams bounce pass to Diallo between the rings. Gives it up quickly to Madimba. Back to Diallo up top. Trying to get it to Joseph. Launches an NBA three-wing right, way off, and it was contested. Kicked off the iron to Brown, who sends it ahead to Lee. Xavier, top of the arc. One-hand pass was right to Conant, right back to Lee. Conant flares, catches, lob for the rim, got tipped. Brown saves it left of the goal and rises to flush it with two hands. 26 seconds left in the half. Shot clock start. It is 60-21 in favor of the Gators. Partner, we hoped it would be good. It has not disappointed in the opening 20 minutes. Panthers,
nearly perfect.
Nearly perfect, you're right. Here's Horn, top of the arc. Crossover dribble. Into the paint, 4 seconds. Shot tipped. Front iron, no good. Brown grabs it, and that'll do it. He secured it in front of the Gators bench. It is halftime in Tampa, and it is all Florida. And this crowd rising to their feet as the Gators head for the locker room, leading 60-21 after one half of play. Florida only turned it over 3 times in the half, shut out the Panthers in the paint. And the Gators shot 75% from the field in the opening half. Already in double figures, Flam with 13, Conant and Chinulu each with 11. And Chinulu has 9 rebounds to go with his 11 points in the half. Over to, not quite yet. Waiting on Todd Golden, who loves to get his box score. He's got it. And now he'll make his way to Steve Egan in the corner. Steve, it's all yours, sir.
All right, Sean, thanks. Coach, big first half, up 39. Your thoughts?
We're playing really well. Did a good job after the first 5 minutes of guarding the three-point line. That was an issue for us to begin the game. Over the last 15 minutes, played about as well as we could hope. We're doing a great job valuing the basketball. 16 assists, 3 turnovers, up 18 on the glass. We're doing a really good job of not settling, getting close to the rim, shooting a high 2-point field goal percentage. We're playing the way we want to play tonight.
With a lead like this in a tournament setting, what does this allow you to do in the second half?
We just got to keep playing this way. I think we need to make sure we continue to impose our will to start the second half, and if we can extend the lead, then we get some guys some time.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
All right, guys, thank you very much. Lee Humphrey's thoughts coming up. Kevin Winter here will take us between halves 1 and 2, and there are some gaudy numbers to talk about for sure. We'll start with this one. 17-0 run for the Gators to end the first half. And the Gators here on their way to the round of 32. Halfway through this one in Tampa. Florida 60, Prairie View A&M 21 on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
This season, Gators men's basketball is proud to partner with GFL Environmental, serving Florida's communities with reliable waste solutions and industry-leading service. GFL proudly supports municipal partners across the state, including Gainesville, Jacksonville, Ocala, Orange City, Orlando, and Tavares. At GFL, they understand every community is unique, and they're committed to delivering the highest quality environmental services to each one. Learn more about waste services in your community at gflenv.com. GFL Environmental, official sustainability partner of the Florida Gators.
Gator Nation, what an incredible year it's been. Your Florida Gator basketball team are national champions, and our partners at Dreamfinders Homes are celebrating their own big win as the 2025 National Builder of the Year. Dreamfinders Homes is creating beautifully designed communities across Florida, from Jacksonville to Orlando to Tampa. With great interest rate incentives and move-in ready options available now, there's never been a better time to make your move. Visit dreamfindershomes.com today and start your home search. Dreamfinders Homes, built for Florida, built for Gators.
Calling all Gators, students, alum, and diehards who bleed orange and blue. ViStar Credit Union and UF Athletics are teaming up to earn you more green. Sign up for the ViStar UF Gators credit card and get up to 20% off select Gators home game tickets. Plus, you can get a $150 bonus and up to 3% cash back on purchases when you use your new card. Whether you swipe at the swamp or tap around town, earn more. Visit ViStarCU.org to learn more. ViStar Credit Union. Go Gators. Get cash back. Federally insured by NCAA. Bonus offer subject to eligibility. Terms and conditions apply. Visit ViStarCU.org for full details.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Hey, it's the Good Greek Spiro, and I'm proud to announce that Good Greek is a proud supporter of Florida Gators basketball. The Gators have a long tradition of winning, and they just made another great move by partnering up with the Good Greek. Be a part of the winning team. Simply dial ** Greek from your cell or go to goodgreek.com. Good Greek Moving and Storage, proud sponsors of Florida Gators basketball.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
20 minutes are in the books. This is the Gators Basketball Halftime Report, brought to you by GFL Environmental, the official sustainability partner of the Florida Gators. Let's go back to the UF Health Sports Desk. Once again, here's Kevin Winter.
Well, it's everything the Gators were hoping for. Fans themselves, all of us. It has certainly not disappointed. Florida leads Prairie View A&M 60-21 at the break in Tampa, Florida. We head back right now to Benchmark International Arena. Lee Humphrey joins us. Lee, this game was 15 apiece, and then it wasn't. It's a 45-6 close to the first half for the Florida Gators. Other than picking your jaw up off the floor, what is your reaction to how Florida... basically, just when Prairie View A&M stopped hitting their threes, how Florida finished the first half?
Kevin, you can't play a more perfect half, really. I think we were just completely dominant. We could go through all kinds of numbers, but some that stick out. Points in the paint. Don't know if I've ever seen this before. 38-0 points in the paint. We only missed 8 shots the entire half. And we offensive rebounded 4 of those 8. We don't have many second chance points, but when you don't miss many shots, you don't get a chance for those, but we're still rebounding them. And we've got a 39-point lead because of it. Defense has been fantastic. Obviously, you're not giving up any points in the paint. You're protecting the rim. And after that first 5 minutes where they hit those threes, we guarded the three-point line.
Yeah, they got those 5 3-pointers, and I'm thinking about in 6 attempts. I'll take you even further, Lee. Prairie View A&M only has 2 2-point made field goals. They're 7 of 30 for the game. They've made 5 triples. They only have 2 2-point field goals. Look, part of this, when you're coming off the performance in Nashville, to how you wanted to watch the Gators play a complete game, how important is it to then be able to finish this now, however long Todd leaves the starters in, to get those good vibes going that this team had during that 12-game winning streak?
We want to come out and start the half sharp like we finished. We only had 3 turnovers, 16 assists, 3 turnovers. That's a great number. You want to see something similar, or at least a trend like that, to start the second half. That way you carry the momentum into Sunday when we play Iowa. Could be a tough game there, so you want to feel good going into that game. Last year, we did struggle in the second half against Norfolk State. We only won that half by 5 after a dominant first half, so I'm sure Coach is going to motivate his guys to come out and play sharp.
In that first half a year ago, 53-32 was the advantage. Again, as you said, you win the second half by 5. Ironically, they gave up 37 points to the Gators in that second half last week. You mentioned the game coming up against Iowa on Sunday afternoon. Lee, I also look at a guy like Ruben Chinyelu. Iowa's got some big dudes, right? Ruben had a quiet SEC tournament in Nashville. Well, here he is. He's 5 of 6 from the floor. He's got 11 points and 9 boards. How important was it to almost go back to what Florida has done all year, which is be the dominant force and be the more physical team in the lane?
We need to find that identity, and tonight we're doing it. We lost it in Nashville, and we're doing it in transition, but we also have some very deep post touches. Now, granted, it's going to be much easier tonight against Prairie View. They don't have any size to contest Ruben down low, and he's catching the ball right at the rim. It's going to feel different for him against Iowa, but at least he's coming in with a good flow and a good rhythm from tonight.
Any specific individual player stand out for you, or is this just what the Gators have done all year, which is be a team?
I think be a team. If you look across the board, Ruben leads us in shot attempts with 6. So if I go down, Thomas Houck, 4 for 5. Alex Condon, 4 for 5. Ruben, 5 for 6. Boogie, 5 for 5. It's very balanced on the offensive end. Everyone is involved. Everyone is contributing.
Lee, great stuff. Enjoy the second half with Sean coming up. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Kevin.
No, Lee Humphrey at Benchmark International Arena, where the Gators at the half have the lead over Prairie View A&M 60-21. Gator fans, it's time for a GFL environmental green fact. GFL's commercial recycling service, businesses can reduce waste, recover materials, and support a circular economy where resources are reused instead of replaced. GFL Environmental, the official sustainability partner of the Florida Gators. Still to come with the GFL Environmental Gator Basketball Halftime Report. We'll take a trip around the college basketball landscape, update the 3 games in the late session from the arenas that they're playing in between Kansas and Cal Baptist, Missouri and Miami and UConn and Furman. Everything else here in round 1 is in the books. Trip around the NCAA tournament, day 2, round 1 is up next. This is the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
To aim higher, to go faster, to push further. It's what elite athletes do, and UF Health is built from that same DNA. We don't just treat cancer, we advance breakthrough therapies. We don't just perform heart surgery, we invent procedures used worldwide. Like top athletes, we believe human progress has no finish line. UF Health, a national medical center for Team USA.
There's Team Pride, and then there's extra Gator Pride. When I'm carrying the Gators Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra orange and blue gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra Go Gators from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Gators to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
This is Gators basketball from Learfield.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids facing unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness and disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Join us in the movement to get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org to learn more. Team Impact. All in, all together.
Aw, shucks, the game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear, Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
4:17 to go in the half. Boogie bounce pass to Chinyalu. Almost got swiped by Horn. Chinyalu in the lane. Drive and kick to Irby for 3. Bang! Got him off the left side. Clamshire knocks down his first triple.
Gators 3 of 7 from distance in the first half. Florida blowing out Prairie View A&M 60-21. Kevin Winter back with you at the UF Health Sports Desk. The Gator Basketball Halftime Report is presented by GFL Environmental. The winner of our game, Florida leading by 39, will take on the Iowa Hawkeyes. They beat Clemson earlier today, 67-61. Games that have gone final around college basketball. Utah State with a 10-point win over Villanova, 86-76. So Utah State and Iowa, the only two high seeds who are winners today. 5 of them happened yesterday, not today. A lot of chalk today in your NCAA tournament bracket. UCLA beats UCF 75-71. That is an East Region first-round matchup, so the UCLA Bruins are on to round number 2. UCLA will await the winner between UConn and Furman, and right now in Philadelphia, UConn leads 16-13 in the first half. Elsewhere in progress, Miami has now opened up a 7-point lead on Missouri, 24-17. That is a West Region first-round matchup being played in St. Louis. The SEC enters play tonight with a 7-1 mark here in round number 1. Kansas is all over Cal Baptist in a 4-13 matchup in the East, 27-12. The winner there will get the St. John's Red Storm. St. John's with a victory over Northern Iowa, 79-53. This afternoon in Tampa, Alabama beat Hofstra 90-70. LeBaron Philon, 29 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. Texas Tech with a win over Akron, 91-71. Texas Tech, remember, still playing without JT Toppin. They will for the remainder of the season. Texas Tech and Alabama will meet in round number 2. That will be the first game of the day, most likely in Tampa on Sunday. Kentucky needed an Ortega-Oweh 3 at the buzzer to end regulation to tie Santa Clara. They go to overtime and the Wildcats win 89-84 over Santa Clara. That game is in a Midwest region first-round matchup. Elsewhere, Tennessee in the Midwest, they beat Miami of Ohio 78-56. Jacoby Gillespie, 29 points, 9 assists, and 3 steals. South region, we are the only games in the South region today. The Iowa game in front of us, and then our game. Everything else in the South was played yesterday. So the Sweet 16 will be set tomorrow, or at least most of it in the South region. Vanderbilt will take on Nebraska tomorrow. That game will be an 8:45 Eastern tip. VCU gets Illinois. That will also be a nighttime game. 7:50 they are going to tip from Greenville, South Carolina. And then your final section in the South region, it'll be a 2:10 matchup between Houston and Texas A&M. That game will tip at 6:10 tomorrow from Oklahoma City. The winners will all move on to Houston in the Sweet 16 next weekend out of the South region. Up next on the Gator Basketball Halftime Report, presented by GFL and Environmental, we look at Gator softball and Gator baseball, both in action tonight. Not good fairings, but a little history happened against the Gators. Give you those details next on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Okay, let's see. Spring brings?
Flowers.
Nope. Oh, allergies. Nuh-uh.
Oh, deals on the entire Toyota lineup at the Ready, Set, Go event.
Bingo.
Get $1,500 in loyalty cash bonus on a new Toyota Tacoma or Tundra Hybrid. Offer valid through March 31st, 2026. Offer entitles current Toyota truck customers to $1,500 loyalty cash bonus on the retail purchase or lease of new Tacoma or Tundra Hybrid vehicle. Cash may be used only towards a down payment or capitalized cost reduction on the new vehicle. See dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Publix is here for all your tailgating needs. Publix can keep you chomping and cheering for your Gators from the tailgate to the O-Dome. Dig into our easy-to-share Publix sub platters. Grab an order of hot chicken wings from the deli and savor some sweet treats from the Publix bakery. Remember to pick up all your tailgating favorites before tip-off at Publix, the official supermarket of the Florida Gators. Select items require advance notice.
You can't file a claim for a Gator loss, but if your home or business takes a hit, Tower Hill is ready to respond. Tower Hill Insurance has helped Floridians bounce back from losses for over 50 years. Fast, accurate, timely, because when life gets stormy, service matters most. Tower Hill Insurance, designed for Floridians by Floridians. Find your local agent at thig.com, providing peace of mind since 1972.
They are not just the Gators, they are your Gators. Customize your eligible Wells Fargo debit card or open an account today and show your Gators pride with every purchase. Get started at wellsfargo.com/Gators. Wells Fargo is proud to be an official sponsor of the Florida Gators. Copyright 2026. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
The Gators basketball halftime report continues with a look at scores from the SEC and the top 25. Once again, here's Kevin Winter.
Gators by 39 over Prairie View A&M around Gator Sports tonight. Softball fell to Tennessee 2-1. The Volunteers are the number 1 ranked team in the land. Their series will continue at KSP this weekend. Gator baseball lost at Alabama tonight 6-0. Gator baseball got no hit. First time the Gators have been no-hit since 1963. That actually was a 7-inning no-hitter. Tyler Fay goes the distance for the Crimson Tide. So a little rough stretch on the diamond, not on the hardwood. Florida by 39. Second half in round 1 is next on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
For the win! Got it! Let's go!
Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis.
He's got it!
So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
What's up, guys? It's Thomas Houck with men's basketball.
Puts his head down, spins with a dribble. Right side of the lane, to the rack, and a two-hand dunk for Thomas Houck.
One full behind-the-scenes access to everything Florida Gators for free. Check out Gators Plus and experience your favorite Gators athletes and teams like never before. Head to floridagators.com/watch and check out shows like Car Wash Convos, Road to Game Day, and Gator Life, as well as fan favorites like This Is the Swamp, Gator Boys, and Blue Collar Baseball. Check it out today and support your favorite Florida Gators.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs. For protection on the road and on the water. See how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. This is the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Shh, here she comes.
Surprise! They sent a duplicate shipment to your flower shop! Now you have to pay for 1,000 extra carnations! Also, there's a beehive outside your store! And they're super aggressive! There's thousands of them!
Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise? Saving 13% on commercial auto insurance when you pay in full.
Also, the egg salad you just ate was expired! Gross!
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
Back in Tampa, we're at the half. The Gators lead Prairie View 60-21. Now with the call the second half of tonight's game, here is the voice of the Gators, Sean Kelly.
Thank you, Steve. How many tournaments for you now in these 30 years?
I was trying to count it up. It's got to be, it's not 30, obviously, so how many did the Gators have been in since 2000? Since 1990.
1990,
so,
right.
So it's 20-something, probably.
So for you to be back here in Tampa where you've worked so many games, right?
Yeah,
and we talked earlier, this is the third time the Gators have opened a tournament
And we played
Tampa.
regular season games here.
That's right. Has there been a great Tampa memory for you? I mean, there's football memories too, obviously.
There's football, yeah. We beat these guys in the Gasparilla Bowl, the Outback Bowl in 2017. So, no, Tampa's just a great place to come and play. We've always had success here, so it's always been a good place for us to come and play.
Well, you sound great tonight. The mix is great. Thanks. You, sir. Appreciate it. Lee Humphrey, the Gators couldn't have played much better than they did in the first half. Is there a first half stat that was your favorite, perhaps, out of all the gaudy ones from the opening 20 minutes?
Let's go to the most gaudy. 38-0, points in the paint. I got to stick to that one. I don't think I've ever seen a box score that had a 38-0 points in the paint margin.
ViStar Credit Union brings us Lee's favorite stat from the first half. ViStar Credit Union, do good bank better. 24 made field goals to 7 in favor of Florida. The starting five is on the floor here. We'll see how long Ty Golden goes with his 8-man rotation here in the second half. Panthers ball to start the second half. The end to our right, shooting toward their own bench. Williams dribbles to the top of the arc. Driving kick, catch left wing by Diallo. Didn't get far with it, hands it back to Williams. The resets at the foul line. Jumper on the way, nope. Foul in the hand by Xavier Lee. So the first Gators foul comes 19 seconds into the first half. We didn't see a Gators foul committed until almost halfway through the first half.
Looked like Xavier got him on the hand slightly.
Yes. And for just free throw attempts 3 and 4 as a team, Williams is at the line. And his first one is good. Prairie View, Texas. That's where the Panthers are from. Enrollment 9,125. Out of the Southwest Athletic Conference. Traditional HBCU. Both free throws are down. And the Panthers lead the second half 2-0. The zone here. Flan will send it back door to Houck. Leaps, catches, and scores all in one motion out of the right dunker spot.
1-3-1 for Prairie View that possession. We've seen 2-3 and 1-3-1 this game.
Opening minute of the second half. Bounce pass to Diallo at the top of the arc. Still nothing in the paint right now for the Panthers. 0 zilch points in the paint. Diallo trying to uncork that. Splits to the rim. Nope. Erased by Kahn. Another shot block for the Gators. Gators have 4 blocks in the game. Lob to the rim. And a misfire from Flan does not allow Houck to finish. Williams to the other end. Kicks it wing left. Caught there by Horn. Horn to the baseline. Sealed there by Lee. Retreats out to the three-point line. Tries baseline again. Nothing. There's a skip pass caught by Diallo. Swing it to the right side, and a baseline right mid-range jumper's down off the catch for Corey Dunnick. Up the floor to Houck. Back it up to the top of the arc to Condon. Refeed Houck, who sends it in. Block right catch for Chinyalu. Chinyalu pivots 360, twisting, turning, shoots, missed it point blank. Rebounded by Prairie View A&M. Last year in the opening round, the Gators defeated Norfolk State. The second half was not as good as the first. Jumper missed by Dunning off the left wing, rebounded by the Gators. Up the floor to Lee, corner left three is good. So a three made off of the 10th rebound by Ruben Chinyalu. That's his 19th double-double this season. The Gators are undefeated when Chinyalu has a double-double. And for Ruben, it's a bit of history. Horn jumper at the foul line, no good. Rebound, Panthers. They throw it out of the paint to the right wing. Long two, no good. Rebound, Houck, and up the floor to Boogie. More on Chinyalu in a moment. Back it up to Lee. Lee holding angle right. Sends the Chinyalu in the paint. Loping to the left block. Knocked out of his hands. Turned it over. So Ruben Chinyalu now has the most double-doubles by a Gator in single-season program history with 19. Congratulations to Ruben. Panthers on the end to our right. Handed off to Horn on the near wing. Close quarters here. Separates himself from Diallo. Fumbles the dribble. Bounce pass to Diallo. Goes up. Denied the rim. Got the rebound. And there's the first points in the paint on second chance for Diallo.
Thought we saved it there for a second, Sean.
So with 17:05 to go in the game, they finally get their first bucket in the lane. Condon throws it off the elbow to Lee. Wide open three, left angle, back iron, no good. Rebound spiked, and Flan trying to save it on the near side, gets it to go off Diallo and out of bounds. So we'll stay with the Gators, and Florida will sub. Houck out, Chinyalu out. No, Chinyalu, or Houck will be the trigger man. Only one sub. Hanlacton comes in for Chinyalu. So Ruben's got his double-double. Is he done for the night? We'll see. Over to Lee. Lee back to Flan on the right angle. Driving kick to the wing. Out for three. Off the rim, no good. And a foul on the rebound. Going to be against Prairie View A&M. Picked up by Dante Horn, who's no match size-wise for Micah Hanlocker.
Just think of that. Horn is 6'2" at best, having to block out Micah.
20 on the shot clock. And Boogie will inbound baseline left. The foul occurred right at the rim. Why we're inbounding over here, I don't know. Into Condon, deep left wing. Out to a slashing Lee. Gets in the paint, slings it wing right. Three off the bounce for Flan. Down. Boogie Flan knocks down his second three-pointer of the day.
Boogie, 6 for 6. He's had a nice night shooting the ball.
16 total points now, playing almost with a steal on the left wing. Condon will switch out on defense here. 3 ball on the way. Nope. Missed there by Wells, and a rebound for Hanlocken. Land sends it ahead. Dumping corner right. Lee for 3. Bang. Got it. Xavier Lee with his third three-pointer in 6 attempts. Good to see the three-point shot back for the Gators tonight.
6 for 12, 50%. We'll take it.
It is 65-30 for the Gators. 6-0 run working. Diallo ISO play right side of the lane. Climbs Condon, shoots, missed it, and the rebound bounces off 2 Gators out of bounds. That'll take us to the under 16 media timeout. 15:52 to go in the second half. And we take a break here with the Gators up by 38 points. Florida 68, Prairie View A&M 30. This is the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Gator pride. When I'm carrying the Gators Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra orange and blue gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra Go Gators from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Gators to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
To aim higher, to go faster, to push further. It's what elite athletes do, and UF Health is built from that same DNA. We don't just treat cancer, we advance breakthrough therapies. We don't just perform heart surgery, we invent procedures used worldwide. Like top athletes, we believe human progress has no finish line. UF Health, a national medical center for Team USA.
Kohl's Spring Savings Event is kind of like sunshine. The deals are glowing, dazzling, tempting to stare directly at in awe. And with prices like these, looking away is a real challenge. You can get 40% off kitchen appliances, teas for just $7.99 and more, plus an extra 50% off clearance. Yep, Kohl's Spring Savings are looking bright. Shop them at Kohl's and Kohls.com. Select styles, offers end March 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Play-by-play of Gators basketball is brought to you by UF Health. At UF Health, we believe human progress has no finish line. Visit humanprogress.ufhealth.org to learn more.
I'm Kevin Winter at the UF Health Sports Desk. In progress, UConn with a 26-21 lead over Furman in Philadelphia. A 2:15 matchup. Miami and Missouri, 1-point game, 27-26. Final minute of the first half in a West Region first-round matchup. This afternoon, Utah State beat Villanova 86-76. If you missed this, Villanova head coach Kevin Willard, during one of his first-half interviews with Lauren Shahadi, Villanova head coach Kevin Willard, quote, "I'm going to fire my staff." Lauren Shahadi, "No, not now. Yes, I am. We've given up 8 points on underneath out-of-bounds defense. The only thing I'm going to do is fire them and get a new staff." That's when you know things are going poorly. Sean Lee, back to you.
A little dramatic, you think?
Is that real?
It was real, yes, and it was silly. Silly here for the Gators, up 71-27. Silly in a good way. It is Prairie View A&M ball on their offensive end out of the timeout. Inbound to Wells. Jab step right foot, working left of the lane against Hanlocken. Lopes into the lane, square shoots, got it. 2 field goals in the paint here in the second half now for Prairie View A&M. 71-29. Xavier Lee, step back top of the arc, pass was right to Howe. Dribble handoff to Klavjar. Murbach picks up his dribble, sends it to Howe, way off the right side of the lane. Outside the arc, same side to Xavier Lee. Left hand bounce, retreats the step, goes between the legs once, twice, fumbled it, recovers, tries to go backdoor to Houck. Houck on the way with a push off, lobbed it for the rim, missed by Hanlockton, rebound Houck. Into Hanlockton, up strong and scores.
I guess had a couple nice hands plays today, just tough catches.
Yeah, there's 4 points now for Hanlockton with 5 boards. Into the paint, double team shot, and a dump in by Dante Horn.
What a shot. A couple tough ones in a row for Prairie View.
No doubt. 73-31. We're underneath the 14:45 mark now. Out between the rings, holds it chest high. Dribbles to his left, flips it over a teammate to lead. Back to Houck, slashing the rim. Block the hand lock, then catch and a score. Micah's got 6 points. See how many more subs come in for the Gators here. Isaiah Brown in for this run right now during the stretch out of the under 16. 14:20 on the clock. Wells hands it off between the circles here to Dante Horn. Backs it up, shirt tail out, crossover dribble. Horn, 25 last game, rises for 3. Back iron no good, rebounded by Handlockton. Outlet pass to Xavier Lee. And this big crowd, most have stayed here in the late night. Houck looks the man off, works downhill, left side of the lane, pitches back to the goal, throws out near wing to Cloudjar. He'll take the dribble along the foul line and come out right foul line extended. Reset to Houck between the circles. He'll shove it to Brown in front of the Gators bench. From the right sideline, Brown drives into contact. Foul on Corey Wells, a blocking foul at 13:44. And it's 3 on Wells. Subs coming. Their 6th man, Tyrion Joseph, re-enters. Diallo comes back in, replacing Mitchell and Dunning. Lee throws it in for the right baseline of the near far sideline to Houck. Dribbles across the paint, right to left, back into the center of the lane. Twisting, turning up, strong and scores. A little banker in for Thomas Houck.
Tommy looked like he was losing his balance there for a second, but good move.
Tommy shooting it better again now, 6 of 9 from the field. The man on his back, a shot by Williams, draws a foul left side of the lane. Missed the 8-footer, but will go to the line to shoot 2, and Cloudjar picks up the personal foul.
Alex set to come back in. Thought maybe we had seen the last of Alex, but coach giving his guys a little extended run.
Connon's going to come back in with 11 points on 4 of 5 shooting. Lance Williams to the line to our right. Native of Baton Rouge knocks down the first free throw. Young sophomore, they list him at 6'5". Maybe. Here's accurate.
Some good balance for you. 7 of our 8 guys who have played,
yes, sir,
have all taken 4 or more shots. Tommy leads us with 9 shot attempts. Zay, the only one with less, and he's 1 for 1. I'm sure that attempt number is going to climb up for him as the game goes on.
I don't doubt that one bit. Prairie View A&M perfect to the line here, but trailing 77-33. Gators have out-rebounded the Panthers 33-11. Handlockton throws wing left. Cloudjar drives around the ball screen, and a moving screen called on Handlockton. Really? Right in front of us.
Tough one.
Wrong one. 13 minutes to go here in the second half. Williams goes left of a high ball screen, hands it off to Joseph, trying to turn the corner, cannot against Lee. Off the pin down left side, Horn grabs it, works into the paint, jump pass back to Williams to the left wing. Refeed Horn to the top, drives in the lane, gives it up to Diallo, who's trapped on the baseline, and he stepped out of bounds. He may have been pushed.
Ball. Make-up call, is that possible?
Yeah,
probably not.
Different official. Actually, same official. 77-33, and Xavier Lee will bring it across. 12:40 to go in the second half. Lee probing here, finds Handlockton with the foul line. Down the lane, little runner, no good. Rebound, popcorns to the right corner, and it's off of the Panthers and out of bounds. Right at the Gators bench. Last touch by Williams. Out of that coffin corner with teammates behind him, Lee will pull the trigger.
Bench is right up on the sideline.
It is. Into Condon, right foul line extended. Hands it off to Lee. Lee outside the three-point line. Jump pass to Micah at the elbow. Handlockton steps on the lane. Throws it back out to Lee for 3. No good off the right side. Lee tracks down his own miss. Under the rim, feeds Condon uphill. Condon turns around below the free throw line and it hits the right hook. The Gators now 79-33, and no field goals here for Prairie View A&M in the last 2:50. And a foul here as Horn trying to split 2 defenders at the right wing, drew contact from Micah Handlockton, and that'll take us to the 12 time by a second. 11:59 to go second half. Gators trying to get to the round of 32 and meet the Iowa Hawkeyes on Sunday. Time of game on Sunday still TBD. Florida 79, Prairie View A&M 33. This is the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
It's game time, and as the Gators hoop action heat up, there's only one way to cool down. Shock Top Belgian White. Shock your world. This refreshing beer brings a burst of citrus to your glass, making it the perfect choice for cheering on the Gators. Whether you're a rowdy reptile or watching it from the couch, Shock Top Belgian White is a slam dunk for all the nail-biting buzzer beaters and unforgettable alley-oops. Shock Chomp. Shock Top, the official craft beer of the Florida Gators, your 2025 men's college basketball national champions. Please enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Shock Top Brewing Company. Learn more at shocktop.com.
This is the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Calling all Gators, students, alum, and diehards who bleed orange and blue. VyStar Credit Union and UF Athletics are teaming up to earn you more green. Sign up for the VyStar UF Gators credit card and get up to 20% off select Gators home game tickets. Plus, you can get a $150 bonus and up to 3% cash back on purchases when you use your new card. Whether you swipe at the swamp or tap around town, earn more. Visit VyStarCU.org to learn more. VyStar Credit Union. Go Gators. Get cash back. Federally insured by NCAA. Bonus offer subject to eligibility. Terms and conditions apply. Visit VyStarCU.org for full details.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Hey, it's the Good Greek Spiro, and I'm proud to announce that Good Greek is a proud supporter of Florida Gators basketball. The Gators have a long tradition of winning, and they just made another great move by partnering up with the Good Greek. Be a part of the winning team. Simply dial ** Greek from your cell or go to goodgreek.com. Good Greek Moving and Storage, proud sponsors of Florida Gators basketball.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
I'm Kevin Winter at the UF Health Sports Desk. 3 other games in progress to close out round 1 tonight. At the half in St. Louis, Miami and Missouri locked in a good one. Hurricanes lead 27-26. Miami the 7th seed and Missouri is the 10 seed. The beauty of March is you never know what could happen. See yesterday, Siena leading Duke, playing only 5 guys the entire game, and then Duke closes to come away with a victory. North Carolina blows the 19-point second-half lead, loses to VCU in overtime. And tonight in Philly, the Furman Paladins, a 15 seed, are down 1 to UConn, 29-28. Long way to go. 4 and change in that first half. Sean Kelly, Lee Humphrey, back to you.
Yeah, I think that's our only chance for an upset today. All chalk so far in day 2 of round 1. Yesterday was fun. Like, we had some of that good old-fashioned March Madness yesterday. 11:58 to go. What a shame for Georgia. I mean,
the lone SEC loss right now.
Missed 3 out of the timeout for Prairie View A&M. Here comes Florida leading 79-33 with 11:45 to go. Condon goes high-low toward Chinilu, and fronting is Diallo, and he has the turnover, or the steal, and that's a turnover for the Gators.
Probably the worst pass of the night right
it is.
there.
Williams in the pocket here to Diallo. Works below, spinning underneath the left elbow. Walled off by Chinilu, throws it out to Wells. Wells tried to get in the lane, can't. Feed wing right. Here's Horn. Back in Flandown. Stops, shoots on a fade. 15-footer, no good. Chinilu in a battle for the rebound with Diallo, and it's out of bounds and off Rubin. Rubin wanted to challenge, and Todd Golden says, hey, we're good. It's 79-33.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Coach. Yes.
No challenge right now.
11:16 to go in the ball game. Prairie View's winning percentage was 44.3, .443. They're the lowest SWAC team to make the NCAA tournament in that conference's history. They're the 15th lowest by any team in tournament history to get into the field. Beat Lehigh for their first ever tournament win 2 nights ago. Here's Diallo deep in the shot clock, down the lane, up strong, missed it. Tim follow won't go for Diallo. Chinilu secures the rebound, already building on his double-double. 12th rebound for Rubin. Condon leaps for a catch under the rim. To Brown, slash into the rim, catching a 2-hand dunk. Big-time assist for Alex Condon, who's 3rd on the team this year in total assists.
Alex set that one up by looking Prairie View up to the 3-point line.
81-33. Horn around a wing left screen. Jump pass to Wells. Angle right 3. Missed it over the top of Condon. Another rebound for Chinilu, his 13th. The right sideline to Flan. 10:23 to go in the second half. Over to Klomsjar right in front of us. Pull up for three off the dribble. Bang! Urban Klomsjar knocks it down, and he has multiple three-pointers in a game for the 21st time this year.
Love it when they shoot right in front of us, Sean.
You know it's going in. 84-33. I mean, we got the line on the shot when it's right there on our angle.
How many Walter Cleat threes last year were right in front of us? It felt like all the big ones.
Horn pitches wing left and sinks to catch. Turns, shoots halfway down the lane, no good. Gators snag the rebound. Klomsjar sends it ahead to Brown along the far sideline from us. Brown for three on the right angle. Yes, sir. Isaiah Brown knocks it down. He scored in 23 of his last 25 games off the bench for the Gators. And Florida's going to start emptying their bench here in just a moment. Alex Lloyd will be first, the Orlando native. 9:25 to go. Horn sealed here left side of the lane. Drives to his right, scoops wildly and draws a foul. That'll stop the clock at 9:21. And free throws upcoming. Foul on Ruben Chinyelu. Florida Farm Bureau members get free tickets to select Gators baseball games. Just visit myffbf.org, sign into your account, follow the sports prompts to get your tickets. Farm Bureau Insurance, proud to support Gators athletics. So Alex Lloyd enters, having not played in the last three Gators games. Horn at the line to our right, pair of free throws for him.
8 for 15 from the three-point line now after that Zay Brown transition three. Good to see the threes fall, and that's as many threes as we hit in 2 games in Nashville.
Yeah, you're right. Well, that free throw going in for Horn ends a drought of 5.5 minutes for Prairie View A&M. Klomsjar exits, likely done for the night. Second free throw good. It's 87-35 Florida. Alex Lloyd, son of Oliver and Pamela Lloyd, freshman from Miami, has the dribble here, top of the arc. Gives it up to Condon. Chinyelu calling for it. Alex won't go that direction. Sends it near wing to Flan. Flan drives to the nail, to the right elbow, inside to Chinyelu, wrestles the catch, shoots, missed it point blank, right of the rim. Cleared by Horn, and then Chinyelu fell on Horn, and a little turn of the left ankle here for Horn. That could not have felt good.
The coach looked at Ruben and said, finish.
It's only missed 3 times. I get your point. I get coach's point, too. 11 and 13 for Chinyelu. Horn will refasten his shoe here in front of us. That's 3 fouls on Chinyelu. 87-35, 8:51 to go. We had a tie, remember that? It was 15-15. But Panthers have not led at any point in the ballgame. It was 60-21 at halftime in favor of the Gators. And many have started to head home or to the hotel or wherever they've come from tonight. A lot of Gators here. Dunning into the circle, shoots and scores an 18-footer on a jumper. Corey Dunning out of Lafayette, Louisiana. Flan lobs it wing right here for Condon. Alex puts it between his legs. Puts his back to the goal, maneuvers to the block, slings it outside to Lloyd, drives from the left angle to the rack, lay it up and in. Alex Lloyd knocks it down. Good for Lloyd to get some NCAA tournament points.
It's going to be fun watching the guys these last 8 minutes.
Hand locked and ready to check in again. Next dead ball, 8 minutes to play. Mitchell catches top of the arc for Prairie View A&M. Dribbles to the right wing. ISO for him. Pull-up jumper for 2. Rims out no good. Chinyelu taps the rebound to Brown. Up the right sideline to Lloyd. Lloyd pulls it back here in front of Ty Golden. Lobs a pass to Chinyelu. Block right. Bump, bump. Turn, shoot, scores, and 1. Absolute mismatch. Ruben Chinyelu has a possible old-fashioned three-point play coming up. It'll take us to a timeout. Chinyelu will be at the line. Once again, coming out of a timeout. We've seen that already tonight. All Florida now. We take a break. 7:39 to go in the second half. 1 seed Florida at 91, 16 seed Prairie View A&M 37. This is the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
If an insurance company is there to sell you insurance, shouldn't it also be there to service it with real people? At Florida Farm Bureau Insurance, we're here to help. We're focused on your specific needs. That's why we have local agents working for you in every county across the state, offering competitive rates and fast, friendly service. It's more than insurance. It's the kind of treatment you deserve. Find a local agent at ffbic.com to set up your free, no-obligation insurance review. Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best. Proud to support Gators Athletics.
Okay, let's see. Spring brings...
flowers.
Nope. Oh, allergies. Nuh-uh.
Oh, deals on the entire Toyota lineup at the Ready, Set, Go event.
Bingo.
Get $1,500 in loyalty cash bonus on a new Toyota Tacoma or Tundra Hybrid. Offer valid through March 31st, 2026. Offer entitles current Toyota truck customers to $1,500 loyalty cash bonus on the retail purchase or lease of new Tacoma or Tundra Hybrid vehicle. Cash may be used only towards a down payment or capitalized cost reduction on the new vehicle. See dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Gator Nation, what an incredible year it's been. Your Florida Gator basketball team are national champions, and our partners at Dreamfinders Homes are celebrating their own big win as the 2025 National Builder of the Year. Dreamfinders Homes is creating beautifully designed communities across Florida, from Jacksonville to Orlando to Tampa. With great interest rate incentives and move-in ready options available now, there's never been a better time to make your move. Visit dreamfindershomes.com today and start your home search. Dreamfinders Homes, built for Florida, built for Gators.
From the opening tip to the final buzzer, this is Gators basketball.
I'm Kevin Winter at the UF Health Sports Desk. Late stages, first half. UConn now with a 7-point lead over Furman, 40-33 in their first round matchup. Meanwhile, for the Gators, back as a 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. Tommy Howe talked about the love of playing at this time of year.
It's the most high stressful time because if you lose, you don't got another game, but it's still the most fun you're gonna have. You're going to these different cities and stuff. There for a couple of days. You're not just there for one night. It's I don't know. It's really cool, and I think I'm just gonna cherish it and not take it for granted.
Well, you could be there for one night. That's if you lose. Gators will be in Tampa for more than one. 91-37. Florida all in control. 7:39 to go in the second half. Send you back to Tampa Bay with Lee Humphrey. Here, Sean Kelly.
Kevin, thanks. 14 points and 6 of 9 shooting. 7 assists for Thomas Houck in 23 minutes of play. He is done for the night. Ruben Chinulu at the line to our left. Looking for the old-fashioned three-point play. 7:39 to go, and Florida in control here, 91-37. Gators are 90-plus points in a game for a team record 16th time this season. And Chinulu's free throw is good. He'll exit with 14 points and 13 rebounds. Chinulu gets a really nice hand for this very Gator crowd as he sits down with his 19th double-double, the most double-doubles in any single season in UF program history. Scissoring three by Joseph. Missed, but he's fouled by Xavier Lee. I mean, the kicking and the flailing here on that shot.
There was some kicking on that one.
You think?
Xavier's had a couple tough
calls against him,
on the shooter. The first one was, I'll give it to him. He fouled him on the first one. This one here.
So 3 free throws for Tyrion Joseph. First one is down.
There hasn't been many free throws in this game. We're 9 for 11. Prairie View 9 for 9 now. 10 for 10.
Gators shooting for the game, 71.2% from the field. 8 of 15 from downtown. 40-14 rebounding advantage. All 3 free throws down.
We've offensive rebound. 9 of our 15 misses.
There's already a chant with 7.5 minutes to play for Olivier Rioux. On the floor for the Gators, Condon Lee, Hanlockton, Lloyd, and Brown. Lance Williams will check in and replace Mitchell on the Prairie View A&M side. So 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. C.J. Ingram, Victor Mikic now heading for the scorer's table. Hand it off to Brown. Reminiscent of last year when Bennett Anderson got a field goal in the tournament. Lee's three off the right wing, no good. Rebound Condon on the weak side. Throws it into a lot of arms, and it gets deflected out of bounds off of Prairie View A&M. So here comes C.J. Ingram, playing his 21st game here during this freshman season. Victor Mikic will play in his 21st career game, a sophomore from Serbia. Condon's done. Isaiah Brown is done. Condon finished with 13 points, 5 dimes. Mikic, top of the arc, flips it to Lloyd on his left. Lloyd takes the dribble to the tip of the circle, now retreats and moves to his left to feed Handlock them near the foul line. Micah, wing right dribble handoff to Ingram, shoots for three, got it to beat the shot clock buzzer. We're going to take a look to see if he actually did beat it. So the officiating crew stops play with 6:51 to go.
I believe CI, I played with CI. CJ has hit his last 2 threes.
Yep.
Maybe Arkansas at home. It was one of our last home games.
Previous three-point shot is under review for a potential shot clock violation.
Good thing we're making sure since the Gators lead it by 52 points. That's 6:51 to go.
Did you see the replay there? I wasn't. I was thinking about CI. Now I had nightmares about guarding him.
After review, the basket is good. 2-point basket by Florida.
Had a foot on the line, apparently.
A tough shot, though, from CJ.
Yeah, had to hurry. Had to hurry. So 94-40 is the score. Gators have hit 7 of their last 9 shots. Lloyd, Mikic, Handlock, and Lee and Ingram on the floor for the Gators. Here's Horn, angle left, takes the dribble across the March Madness logo. Sends it wing left. Joseph, pull-up jumper off the three is good.
Shot that one-handed.
He did. Joseph can get some buckets. He's got 6 in the game. Scored 30 or more a few times this year. Mikic angle left three, no good. Rebounded by the Panthers with 6:23 to go. Dante Horn, crossover dribble. Trying to get loose of Ingram on the perimeter. Through Diallo at the top to Wells on the right wing. We'll go to Williams, being low, the right side break. Stumbled in the paint with the dribble. Somehow got a pass outside to Joseph. Wiggles down the left side of the lane. Shoots and scores. That looked really hard. Probably not as, maybe it was. Lee gets down the left side of the lane, shoots into contact. So Xavier takes a shot here. It appears to be okay, and X will go to the line with 5:54 remaining. What you don't want is a game that descends into chaos here. Falls on Joseph.
58 is the largest margin of victory for a 1-16.
Okay. Lee will look to add to a plus 50 margin right now for Florida. And he missed the first free throw. This is Xavier Lee's first trip to the line. That 58-point margin Lee was in 1998 against Prairie View A&M. That was Kansas, who beat them 110-52. That's very doable here with 5:45 to go. I like that same score. Horn gets below the foul line, spins 360, shoots an air ball, fielded left of the rim by Handlock. A quick push up the floor to Ingram. Ingram into the paint, fouled as he went to the rack. C.J. Ingram will go to the line to shoot. With 5:32 to go, Alex Kovacev will sub in here momentarily. Foul on Joseph, his third.
Like how CJ saw his one-on-one in transition and went right at the defender. Smart play.
Kovacev checks in. First action for him in just over 3 games. Second free throw went halfway in and rattled out. And a tippy-toe rebound off the baseline for Corey Wells. Wells at the other end now. Dribbles into handlock. Shoots and is fouled by Micah. So much for swallowing the whistle. This is a little touchy, little tic-tac foul.
Micah went for the block, but I don't think he hit him on the slide down. Gotta let that one go. Free throw is bouncing around and off. Wells misses the first.
I was going to say, is that the first missed free throw for the Panthers? It is. 11 of 12 at the line for the Panthers. Wells does get the second. Their leading scorers are Horn and Joseph. Each have 10. Horn's 3 for 14 from the field. That was target number 1 for the Gators defense, and I guess they checked that box. Lloyd, a little traffic here, retreats to the dribble outside the three-point line, throws to his right to Mikic. He'll back down his man in the lane. Turns right hook, fouled by Diallo on a missed shot. Victor Mikic trying to go to work from the perimeter on in.
A little Barkley move there, dribble into the post, use the size.
So the round of 32 in the South will be the Gators and the Hawkeyes. And then there's Nebraska and Vanderbilt.
That's going to be an interesting game, John.
It's a very interesting game. Nebraska getting their first ever NCAA tournament win in program history. Fred Hoiberg. That's a great coaching matchup, too, isn't it? Mark Byington and Fred Hoiberg.
What time is that game tomorrow? That's going to be
No
fun.
times have been determined.
Even for tomorrow.
I'm sorry. Yes, tomorrow's game has been determined. Steve Egan's on it. Horn into the lane, driving to the rack. We're going to shoot more free throws here. Another foul called with 4:56 to go. So Mikic and Hanlockton, Kovacev, Ingram, and Lloyd on the floor for the Gators. And that game tomorrow, Lee, is at 8:45 Eastern time between Vandy and Nebraska.
I'll be tuned in for that one.
Oh, absolutely. Horn's free throw is good. The Gators will go to 21-2 versus unranked teams this season.
The TCU is looking pretty good. That was one of our unranked losses,
Correct.
I'm assuming.
Yep. 4:50 to go in the ball game, 98-47. Van Lockton picks it up, tip of the key. Throws to his left, Kovacev on a right-hand dribble. Dumps it to Mikic, high-low from the top of the key inside to Hanlockton. Twisting, turning, point blank, scores a right hook. Hanlockton's got 8 points and 7 rebounds. 4:25 to go. Panthers only have 10 guys. They're just trying to rotate bodies in. Dunning will check in next. A missed jumper at the end to our right. Here's Lloyd for the Gators. Again, throwing through Handlock to the top to Kovacev, wing right. Dribbles to the paint, flips it up and in. A little float job by Kovacev to get a bucket here in the tournament. And with 4 minutes remaining, the Gators have eclipsed the century mark. It's 102-47. Diallo, elbow left. Driving on Handlock with the right block. Can't shoot, throws it outside. Wing left three, Wells. Glass, rim, nothing. Kovacev able to clear it. Sends it up to Ingram. Ingram feeds Mikic, block right. Spins, goes to the rim. Denied at the rim. Could have been a foul. Diallo will get a shot block out of it, but he tagged him on the arm. Horn to the rim, lay it up. That's erased as well. There's a whistle and it's out of bounds. And we'll take us to a timeout. We'll take a break. 3:24 to go. The Gators on their way to the round of 32. Round of applause here by all in orange and blue. Florida 102, Prairie View A&M 47. Back with the finish after this on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield.
Kohl's Spring Savings event is kind of like sunshine. The deals are glowing, dazzling, tempting to stare directly at in awe. And with prices like these, looking away is a real challenge. You can get 40% off kitchen appliances, teas for just $7.99 and more, plus an extra 50% off clearance. Yep, Kohl's Spring Savings are looking bright. Shop them at Kohl's and Kohls.com. Select styles, offers end March 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
This is Florida basketball from Learfield.
Calling all Gators, students, alum, and diehards who bleed orange and blue. ViStar Credit Union and UF Athletics are teaming up to earn you more green. Sign up for the ViStar UF Gators credit card and get up to 20% off select Gators home game tickets. Plus, you can get a $150 bonus and up to 3% cash back on purchases when you use your new card. Whether you swipe at the swamp or tap around town, earn more. Visit ViStarCU.org to learn more. ViStar Credit Union. Go Gators. Get cash back. Federally insured by NCAA. Bonus offer subject to eligibility. Terms and conditions apply. Visit ViStarCU.org for full details.
In the SEC, it just means more. But what is it exactly? It's the fans, the students, the traditions, the legends. It's passion to celebrate deeper, reach farther, think smarter, make an impact off the field. It's that intangible thing that happens when 16 schools raise the bar as one. Because in the SEC, it just means more.
Miami leading Missouri 37-32. They have 15.5 to play in the ball game. Kansas is all over Cal Baptist. Let's set the schedule for you tomorrow. You heard Sean and Lee and Steve mentioned when Vanderbilt, Nebraska play. Here's how it goes tomorrow. St. Louis, Michigan will start the day at 12:10. Louisville, Michigan State 2:45. TCU Duke at 5:15. Those are all on CBS. Then Texas A&M Houston at 6:10. Texas Gonzaga at 7:10. VCU in Illinois. Vanderbilt, Nebraska. Final game of the night is High Point in Arkansas at 9:45. Sean and Lee, back to you guys in Tampa.
All right, thanks, Kevin. We're watching Ruben Chinulu on the bench, encouraging the crowd to raise the "We Want Ollie" chant even louder. 3:20 to go. We'll see if Todd Golden obliges. He's got everybody else in right now. Horn for three, and a rebound for Ingram. Boy, early on, Prairie View A&M had 5 threes, and then it just went gone. Gators shut it down, and with 3:01 to go, it's 102-47 Florida. Third time in Gators history they've gone north of 100 points in the first round. Dunk followed by Handlockton as Mikic missed him at the rim. Ryu's going to come in. Layup missed by Horn, wild off the glass to the other end.
That's the loudest ovation we've heard tonight, John.
That's crazy. It is crazy. They want to see the world's tallest teenager here in Tampa. Kovacev, wing left 3. Rebound, Handlockton, knocked out of his hands. Grabbed by Ingram, pops it up and in. 106-47. So right now it's what, 59 points? 2-ball Manning air ball. Caught weak side. Kovacev with 2:13 to go will bring it across. Cooper Josephberg also going to get into the ball game. Need a dead ball. Over to Lloyd, wing left for 3. Nope. Rebound weak side, Handlockton. Out to Kovacev. Tees up a 3 right of the arc. Banked it in. Hello. Todd Golden will stop play. It's a rolling timeout. The subs will come in. They should allow one more media timeout. They're not going to.
The officials are trying to wave off the full. They're saying rolling timeout. One official saying, no, give us the full.
It's all on TV. TV gets to decide whether they'll go to a break or not.
I'm glad they decided to let this roll. Good decision, TV.
We're missing a break is what this is. Like giving you the old broadcast behind the scenes thing here. So there's a lot of broadcasters wondering why there's no timeout here. 1:54 to go. Olivier Ryu is in for the Gators. Panthers have subbed a couple more into the ball game as well. Backdoor cut. Joseph got it and fouled by Ingram on a shot left of the rim. So clock stopped at 1:43. Florida leads at 109-47. Again, the largest margin of victory in the tournament is 68 points.
That goes back before the 1-16 seeds, correct?
It should. Actually, we're digging even deeper into the playbook here. Or in the history books. There's actually a 69-point win from 1963. Loyola Chicago defeated Tennessee Tech 111-42. Next is the Kansas win over Prairie View A&M in 1998. Into Mikic, shovels it to Ryu. Shoots left of the rim. Missed it, got his own rebound. Shoots foul, no call. And the rebound goes out of bounds off Prairie View A&M. It'll be Gators ball left baseline with 1:26 to go.
What a pass from Mikic. I don't know how he got it.
Yeah, I don't know either. But Victor was clearly trying to get Ryu a field goal here in the tournament. Ryu catches here wing left. Hands it off to Ingram. Ingram sideline left, dribbles out to the left front court. Feed Mikic, they might go high-low here. Mikic for three up top. Back iron no, rebound Ryu. Goes up, dunks it in. The tallest player to ever score in the NCAA tournament is Florida's Olivier Ryu. 1:11:48. 1 minute remaining. Down the lane, dunk denied by Mikic. Mikic is hurt. Up top, a three by Joseph. Mikic went all the way beyond the baseline and around the band for Prairie View A&M.
It's like he may have thrown out his back there with the way he landed.
He is trying to get to the Gators bench. Went up to block the dunk. And Mikic has to be helped off. Lloyd will come in for him. So Olivier Ryu makes some history tonight. Gators making history of their own. It's 1:11:51. Ryu holds the top of the arc. Pushes it to Ingram. Wing right for three. Good! Ingram knocks it down. Most points scored ever in a round one game for the Gators. Layup at the other end, scored by Joseph. It's 114-51 with 33 seconds remaining. Gators will have to take a shot or take a shot clock violation. Lloyd picks up the dribble wing left, feeds Ryu at the free throw line. There's a backdoor pass to Ingram to a slashing Kovacev. Shot blocked in front of the rim. Rebound for the Panthers. Lob to him. Alley-oop dunk thrown down by Elijah Mitchell. 15 seconds remaining. All the Gators have to do now is advance it past half court. Cooper Josephsburg wants to bring it across, and he'll hold here after reaching half court. Chop this one up for the Gators. 114-55. The Gators beat Prairie View A&M and move to the round of 32 to meet the Iowa Hawkeyes on Sunday. Most points scored by the Gators ever in round one of the NCAA tournament. Do the math, Lee Humphrey.
It's too big of numbers for me, Sean.
59-point win.
So we now have the record for largest margin in a 1-16 game.
Okay.
I believe it was 58.
Olivier Ryu, the tallest ever to score a field goal in NCAA tournament history. The Gators back on track after a shaky weekend in Nashville. And as scripted, I guess, as expected, win here and in dominant fashion too. And you have to take apart the win like this and start to evaluate some of Lee's keys and some of the goals set forth by the Gators head coach Todd Golden, who's now 7-1 in NCAA tournament play as the head coach of the Gators. There's a lot of boxes that were checked by the Gators tonight on top of a dominant win.
I think the focus, the attention to detail,